everybody, and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will. I'm a D&D sex icon, and I'm back today with the beginning of Season 2, the beginning of a new show here, monthly modules in Encounter Roleplay. This is Episode 1. Welcome, everybody, one and all. We don't have the full cast and crew with us today. A couple of us are away. Chris and Toto D will be back with us next week, fear not. In the meantime, they'll just be dead, which means that there's more time for us to talk, which is always good. So let's go around the cast and crew. Let's figure out who we are and who we're playing. Let's start with our Dungeon Master, Obo Crazy. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. I'm playing everybody that's not these people. It's pretty easy. I'm excited about this. I'm a little worried that we're down two people, because I always get a little worried when two people are missing and I have to make them dead. But yeah, it's all right. I'm in charge. I can bring them back.
Yeah, you can bring them. Yeah, you can bring them back. It's just that they won't get to play them anymore. So you get full control over their character and what they do. Right? That's what happens.
Oh, I get to actually control them. Now I have plans. No, that's okay.
Great stuff. Well, we also have Sam Harley's Armory with us today. Sam, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm playing Nyla. She's an elf ranger. She's awkward, and I'm also awkward and tired.
Good.
That's what coffee or tea are for.
Exactly. Great stuff. And we also have other Lauren of us today. Lauren, how you doing?
Other Lauren. Okay.
No, Lauren
okay.
Prime. I'm Obo Crazy.
Okay,
She's
well,
Lauren Prime. I thought we figured
this
this
is gonna
out.
go real well. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah. I'm great. I'm great. I am super, super excited to start this with everybody. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. As myself, I'll be playing Rylan Adelard, who is one of the Adelard brethren, as he is
Siblings. The word is siblings.
That's the word I was looking for. I think I'm the middle one at the moment, because I think Sugar is the youngest. I think Semrith plays the oldest one, Ziomedes. So I think I'm the middle one. He's into a bit of dark magic and a little bit emo as well. So yeah, that's who I'll be playing today. Before we dive into today's game, lots of things to get through today because it's the beginning of the season. So if you're new to Encounter Roleplay, welcome. This whole season on Encounter Roleplay, we are sponsored by Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice that you can see us using there in the maps at the moment. So all of the maps are loading up into Fantasy Grounds, and all the dice rolls that you'll see are in Fantasy Grounds as well. We are also sponsored once again by D&Dice.co.uk. I will hold this up to the camera now. There you go. Go to D&Dice.co.uk, save yourself 5% on all of their sexy dice using the coupon code Encounter Roleplay. And of course, at the moment, we've got a giveaway going on for some beautiful platinum dice. So check it out. They support the show. We're also sponsored by Wayland Games. Go over to waylandgames.co.uk. They do a ton of really beautiful miniatures. So if you like minis in your D&D games, then Wayland Games is the place to go. They've got 20% off all the RRP prices. They sell like Warhammer minis. They do Magic the Gathering stuff, Star Wars, 40K. There's just a huge range of models over there. So go check out our sponsors, and we'll be showing some of those throughout the rest of the shows on the season, actually. We're also sponsored by City of Mist and Kobold Press. They are running specific shows, and I'll talk about more about them when we actually run those shows. Oh, boy. Okay. Also, you guys can interact with all of them, just everything. You guys can interact with today's shows, of course. If you don't know, if you haven't followed yet, hit the follow button and join us. When we hit 20 retweets, not 20 retweets, 20 followers, you guys get to decide what happens next. And of course, there is a tweet for you guys as well. 20 retweets, viewer decisions where you guys get to screw over the party or help us out. And of course, last but not least, you can donate to affect the game by giving players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, and worse. So let's have fun with it. And I think without any further ado, let's just dive into the game. So, Obo Crazy, I hand over to you to begin monthly modules.
Well, let's get started then. We're going to pick up right where we left off with Lauren Prime in charge, in where you guys all are waking up at an unfamiliar inn. Some of you are waking up, some are still asleep, and at the door is a Azamar who is a little familiar to Rylan, and if he was awake, Ziomedes. But at the moment, it is just Rylan and Nyla who've woken up, looking around this plain but comfortable couple of beds, table, a few chairs, and at the door is Sugar. Good
Oh,
morning.
good. You're awake. Hi.
Hello. What's going on? Why are you? Where am I?
You are
Who
in
is she?
the Lamb's Rest Inn. We got you rooms.
We're all in one room though.
Oh, that's a good point. You must be the smart one. Hi, I'm Sugar. And she reaches out to shake your hand.
Nyla.
Sugar Adelard. Nice to meet you.
Did you just say Adelard?
You both look so sleepy. I think you have a little sleep in your eyes, Rylan. Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it
okay,
out.
Is
There
this
There it
another
is.
fiance? Do you have two?
No.
Like four?
This here is
No.
my younger sister, Sugar.
So you have a hidden fiance that you murdered, and now a little sister?
What? Who'd you murder?
No one.
Never mind that. Yes. Well, I've always had a sister. It's just it never really came up. I don't really know her that well. Me and Zymedes left before we had the chance.
Yes, I was very small. I was very, very small, and they were very, very big. And then I went away. It's simple. It's easy. It's not confusing, and it's not made up at all.
Right. Sugar, would
Do you want
mind?
coffee?
Yeah.
You look like
Yes,
you need coffee.
Coffee would
I
be
just
great.
coffee. Yes. Whilst this happens, could you explain to us how on earth we got here? Last we remember, we were fighting the undead creature.
That thing. Yes.
Yes.
Huh.
And now we're here.
From the
Yes,
doorway,
Yeah.
as you say this, you hear a voice say, "Oh, well, you won, and it was very exciting." And you turn and look, and you see what looks like a human woman, older, possibly in her 70s or 80s, although she seems spry. She's wearing kind of this really nice coat dress thing that's in blues and silvers. She's got that really short blue white hair that old humans seem to get for reasons that none of you know. She is holding a tray with coffee service on it, and she says, I was going to give you a little bit longer to introduce yourself and say hi and wake up, but I heard coffee and I figured you would like some coffee." And she walks into the room and sets it down
Right.
on the table in the middle of the room.
They definitely need
Yes.
coffee. I always need
Coffee
coffee.
is
I'm
good.
not energetic enough.
You allow her to drink coffee?
She shoots one back. The whole thing. After pouring a ton of actual sugar in it.
She needs at least 3 cups in the morning to get going, I've discovered. How do you take yours,
Right.
dearie? Just black, or would you like some cream or sugar?
He takes it black.
I'll have mine with cream, please.
Here you go. There you come. Have a seat. I think the other 2 are going to be asleep for a little while. It took them, sometimes coming back from the dead, it takes a little while for some people. Come have a seat. And she
Wait, from
sets
the
out
dead. Wait.
Yes.
How did they die?
What?
Well, the same way you did. You had that big fight with that vampire lord thingy that you did destroy. Congratulations on that. I was very proud. It was a very
Rylan.
exciting fight to watch.
Watch.
It was, I suppose you watched.
Yes.
She
Have
likes
you
to
think-
watch.
When you're as old as I am, then the daytime series that you get to watch on the when you're scrying on people, that's really all you can do these days.
I see. Might we have a moment alone?
Okay, I'll go get some more coffee then. Sugar, if they need anything, just I figured they were gonna have more questions, but okay. And she trundles out of the room and
Oh.
gently closes the door behind her.
Okay,
I-
I call for you.
I definitely will have more questions, but
Yeah, maybe
Dead?
you just sit down. You just sit down on
I-
this bed and bounce. It's a very bouncy bed.
Sugar, I'm
Yes.
going to need you to tell me a number of things almost immediately.
Okay.
How are we here? How did we get here? Who
where are
brought us
we?
back? Where are we? And how did they bring us back from being dead?
All right. I know the answers to some of those things and not all of them. This is the Lamb's Rest Inn. And that was my friend who I've known for a while. She is very well informed and very wise and mysterious and kind of quirky. So, I mean, we could talk to her more. We could try to wake Diomedes and the little one up. And I don't think that's going to work, though. He's snoring so loud right now.
Yes,
so
no.
loud.
I think it's best
Diomedes!
we leave him.
Stop it!
How did you get here, Sugar? It's last I saw you, you were a lot younger.
Yes. Well, I got here on horseback. I did it.
Right.
Nailed it.
Okay, right. Also, Fagin of Forbrand, cheers to give everybody a wild magic surge. Thank you, my friend.
How do we
Ooh.
do that in Fantasy Grounds?
I'm just going to bring up a dice roller, which I'll to you guys.
Oh, cool.
That's probably the easiest way to do it, I reckon.
Yeah.
You can put any dice number into this. I'll put it in the chat for you guys.
Sweet.
So I'll look up mine here as I roll it. 6-1.
I think now is the perfect time.
6. Indeed, yes. I am physically exhausted. Yes, I am. Well, I did just die, so I think that's reasonable.
I love it when wild magic surges just help with the RP. This is auspicious. I love it.
Beautiful.
Mine is 1733.
1733.
How does one roll this?
We'll put a dice roller in the chat of the window, and you go there and you just type in 1d10,000.
You think that you've just escaped from rogue vivisectionists. People who have been vivisecting people on the road.
Yes. Yes.
It was
I
an
did
exciting
that.
trip to get to the Lamb's Rest Inn.
It was. I had to save you. They wanted your kidneys, and I said, no, those are their kidneys. They are using them right now.
Mine
Great
is 2, 4, or 4, 2.
2442?
Yeah.
Okay. Your voice resonates in any gems nearby. That's weird. So, like, gems act like they're speakers for your voice.
Oh,
Huh.
Oh, good.
cool.
Well, there's nothing in this room in the inn, but if any of you are wearing anything, you now have little Walkmans for your voice.
Cool.
Oh, God.
That's pretty awesome. How long does that last for?
It's up to you. I mean, all of these wild magic surges, you can tell us.
Mhm.
All right. Well, you're exhausted until you get another long rest. I'm gonna say that.
makes sense.
The vivisection that happened in the past.
It did, it was
the
great.
Resonating. Let's say for the next hour, and just
All right.
you know, in your general area. I like that idea.
Side
as you
effect
walk
of
around.
becoming back to life.
Exactly.
So,
All right, now- Yes. You had questions, and I answered 2 of them very well, I might add.
well, okay. Why were we saved?
Well, that's also a good question. Because I needed some friends my own age to play with. You know, we should just really ask someone, because I didn't see everything that happened. I just kind of do things.
And like
I'm gonna
magic,
yell
there's a
down the
knock.
stairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I was about to say, help!
you
How
open
do
the
you pronounce
door.
her name?
Zunde. Zunde is standing
Zunde.
there with another
I found.
tray filled with pastries, like morning muffins and scones and all sorts of warm pastries. He said, "I'm back. So
Oh,
Bag
thank
on
goodness.
downstairs made a whole bunch of leftover breakfast pastries. It's there might be a little stale, but he warmed them up for you." And she trundles back into the room, puts the tray down, and says, "Are you hungry or are you nauseous? Sometimes." Being raised from the dead can make people nauseous sometimes.
A little nauseous, actually. Little confused. Why did you save us, Vundar?
Sunday. It's very nice
Sunday.
to meet you in person.
Sunday.
Well, I was helping out your sister, and I was asking her to do a whole bunch of favors for me. And there's some things that she really can't do all by herself. You
Well,
kind of need
I
friends every once in a while.
can do most things by myself. I'm very capable.
She pats you gently on the cheek with a smile, and she says, "You're wonderful, dear, but you're only
Thank you.
one person, and everybody needs friends." And she was telling me about you and your brother who's over there sawing wood, and I thought I'd look in and see if you guys were worthy to help out. And here you were, helping defeat evil and do all kinds of awesome things for people and risking your life to save a town. And I thought, well, if these aren't people who are worthy of saving, then nobody is. And so I rescued your bodies after you had died and
Oh,
brought you
okay.
back here and raised you from the dead. I have friends who can do those kinds of things.
Well,
You don't look excited enough. You should be very excited because you were dead and now you are alive and you kept all your kidneys. I didn't
Right.
even let them take your liver.
that's well, I appreciate it, and thank you, Sunday, for saving our lives. That is most
Oh,
strange.
it was my pleasure. So now would you like some coffee and some scones?
Sure, I can tell you not
yeah.
to stop persisting.
If Siamedes isn't going to wake up, can I have his coffee?
Oh yeah, no. The two of them
Yes.
look like they took that especially hard. It might take them a little while to wake up. We should just let them rest.
Okay, I'll take both of their coffees then.
Okay.
Mm.
How many coffees is
Be
that for
careful.
you?
Maybe just best to stop, sugar.
Be
so,
careful. You don't want to get the shakes again.
All right. Yeah, very shaky, very shaky.
what is the nature of this work you've mentioned?
Well, there's not a lot of people who want to do good things for other people. There's especially the adventuring type who go out and, do good and make money doing it. A lot of those people are gone, and I used to be one of them. It was exciting, going out on adventures and saving princes and doing good deeds. But you get to the point in where you're my hips hurt, and it's a little harder to do that. And so, those who can do, and those who can't, bring those who can back from the dead and then give them the resources so that they can do. And so that's what I was doing with your sister here, because she needed just a little bit of push in the right direction. And I felt like you guys could use a
Yes.
grandmotherly type sponsor to help you out.
Helen,
Yes.
the last time we did something good, we got betrayed by a box.
Is that a euphemism?
No.
True. What you have said is undeniable truth. And yet at the same time, that's not exactly how I remember things. I mean, I was it a good thing? I mean, I guess it happened to be a good thing. We also did other good things that were okay. Let me ask you this. How many good things are involved? And are there things that we can do that aren't necessarily just good?
Well, that's kind of up to you. I figured I would just offer you the opportunity to help out and make a little money when you do it because, you know, you deserve to get paid for that kind of work. You wouldn't ask a plumber to come over and fix things just for, you know, the good of it. You'd pay the man. And so the same for you. I happen to have a lot of friends who know a lot of people who all need help, and I thought if you were interested, I could send you on some interesting adventures and make a little bit of money.
All right, then that sounds like a good deal for our lives, wouldn't you say, Nyla?
I mean,
Also,
yes,
go ahead.
I'm not dead.
Also, I really need you to kind of pay me back for all those diamonds. Those were a little expensive.
There were a lot
Not
of
right
diamonds
now.
involved.
Yeah,
Right,
big
of
ones. I
course.
mean, there were like 500 gold a piece in order to
Oh
do
my
that.
goodness.
Oh,
Rough.
the dwarves that I had to talk to in order to get some diamonds. Oh, I don't
I-
want to part
They
with those
talk
things.
forever and ever.
Mm.
Really?
So you're in? You're in?
I suppose you can count us in, yes.
We're going to adventure together. This is so exciting.
Well, you should
Uh,
probably wait for your friends to
so
recover
many
first and see if they're gonna be okay. I mean,
That's a good idea.
I
Did
definitely
anybody
wouldn't
try
expect...
slapping
What?
them?
Oh,
It's
I'll
like a
try.
slap.
I go over. I jump on the bed and I stand over the both of them and I slap them across the face.
All right, you do that.
I was
I'm not even gonna
told
make you
to.
roll because, yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll because unconscious form. No response. Is this Diomedes you've slapped?
Absolutely.
He's stopped snoring for a brief moment.
Yes. Yes. Damn it.
Mm.
I think it's best we leave them for a little while, Sugar.
I could try one more time. Slap his head the other way, you know.
That's not scientific at all.
Okay.
Sugar, how did you end up getting here? You said you just left home and then our
Well, I was at
friends
the
here?
temple. You remember the temple of the goddess that you like don't worship for whatever reason. And then I
Yes.
got kind of tired of it because
Naturally.
you know, priesthood, not for me so much. Then I traveled around a bit. I worked for an archaeology guild. That was fun. Guilds, you know, though, sometimes they're a little sketchy. They're sketchier than they first appear. I don't know if it's
Right.
all guilds are like that, but this one was. And then I left and nothing weird happened. And I met Zendaya. And, you know, she gave me some things to do so I could focus. If I'm not focused, I just start rambling and I talk in circles and I never stop. It's like I'm on a treadmill, like a hamster wheel.
Stop speaking. They're good.
Thank
Okay.
you. See? Thank
think
you, Rylan.
You're welcome. I think I
I'd
now
love
better
at this point-
understand.
I would love
Good.
at this point for all of you to roll perception checks.
Mhm.
Oh,
Our first
good.
rolls in Fantasy Ground. This is exciting.
I'm scared.
Not one of
I'm-
my skills. Whee! Oh, darn it. Okay, wait. And I'm going to roll just a d20 because it's fun. 11. I have no modifier.
Oh wait,
How does
I've been silly and haven't selected my character. There we go.
How does one roll
that's-
this?
You
Do
go
I
to your
just click-
character sheet and
Click
you go
on
to
character
sheet.
skills tab.
Yeah,
And you
I'm
can
there,
double
but how do you? Oh, double
You double
click.
click.
Yep, you double click.
Oh,
Ooh.
baby.
Hey,
Good.
natural 20. I'll drink to that.
Yeah. Yay.
15.
Okay. Since you all rolled over 10, at this very moment, as you guys have finally kind of got a couple of answers out of the way, you've kind of settled in. Ryland might be a little exhausted, but you've kind of fully woken up, and so it becomes very apparent that there is someone screaming bloody murder downstairs.
That doesn't sound good. Let's go!
Oh,
and I
no.
grab Rylan and Nyla's hands. Let's go!
How tall is Sugar?
Sugar is about like 5'10".
Okay, so she's like Still taller than Nyla.
Yeah, no, she is. She's a very tall. I haven't described what she looks like, but she's pale, big blue eyes, flame bright red hair, in chainmail with like a blue cape and a heavy looking sword at her side. But I grab your hands.
It looks like we're on our way.
Sounds
Sunday
good.
Sunday will stay at the table and she'll be like, I'll watch your friends. Tell me what's going on. It sounds exciting.
All right.
Okay. I start running down the stairs.
All right. You guys run down the wooden stairs to Lamb's Rest, first floor. It's a new map. Here, can we... How do I get rid of... Can I just get rid of that map? Sure.
Yeah, I mean, we can click it on our end as well, so
Bye, map.
we can do that. He says,
Now
There we
I'm gonna add people to this map. So you guys run down the stairs. You fly open the door, run down the stairs, head into what's obviously the bottom portion of this inn and tavern. It's small and not terribly fancy, but it looks very clean and well kept, rather comfortable. You can see that out the windows, it is super early in the morning. The sun is maybe just starting to rise. And as you come downstairs, you see that there's only 3 people in the bottom portion of this inn. There is a human behind the bar, a older gentleman. He seems to be nonchalantly like taking care of the bar, cleaning off the top. He is looking across the way at 2 figures at one of the lone tables. There's a human and a half orc, and it becomes very apparent as you run down the stairs that it is the half orc that is screaming bloody murder. She is standing at the table. You see a great axe is embedded in the table, and she is gripping a stomach that is obviously a very, very pregnant stomach. And she is glaring at the human next to her, and she says, "Well, there's nothing that I can do right now. The baby's coming, and we're just going to have to deal." And the human runs over and kind of helps
Oh
her
my
sit back
goodness.
down again.
Help! Somebody help! Somebody else!
That's us. We're helping. That's us, Rylan. Yes. Yes. Come on. You're like a doctor. Come on. And I walk over.
Well, definitely not.
You see the woman is, "Don't touch me. No, wait, hold my
I don't
hand."
want to. Please.
Tell me she's talking to you. Wait, maybe she
She was
was.
talking to the human next to her, who is
Oh.
That sounds better.
Good.
That
I
sounds
was
more
obviously trying
accurate.
to stay calm. Yeah.
You're doing a really good job with the breathing. That's good. You gotta look real serious.
I always look serious.
Oh, okay, that's just your face. It's very nice. Okay.
Somebody.
Would you? What? You need help?
So, I'm about to have a baby. I think so. And the human next to her says, is there something we could do to delay this? We haven't even made it to see your mother yet. We still have several miles to go. There's no priest.
Oh.
We don't have a midwife. This is unacceptable. And the woman looks back at her and says, Relg, you don't have a choice. The baby is not going to wait. And from the bar, you hear the bartender go, "Well, guess we should do something about that."
I suppose you should.
Yeah, you should, not us. That's
Not us. We're not.
I don't
No,
know how
these
to-
are great heroes. They help all the time. They do so many good things just
I
out of
don't-
the goodness of their hearts.
I've never delivered a baby. My family is trees. We're saplings. We just kind of
Yes.
plant.
And that's
you know.
that's all I know as well. Trees.
So interesting.
Well, then probably the first thing you want to do is go get a midwife, because I haven't delivered a baby before. I'll help. I'll help with the cleanup afterwards, but you're gonna have to go get someone who knows what they're doing with babies.
Okay, do you know where one of those is?
It's a baby
Oh,
person.
yeah, midwife, absolutely. You're gonna want to go about south, about half a mile, and you're gonna want to go see Shayla Blackwood. She's we're a pretty small town here in Windrip, but she's our midwife, and if anyone knows what to do, it's gonna be her. And the human next to the woman, Relg is his name, and he's like, yeah, if you could, no, that'd be great. We need someone here because I can't deliver this baby.
Okay, don't panic.
yeah,
Don't panic.
I'm panicking. No, it's too late. The panic has already started.
No panicking. No.
Roll an intimidation check.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yes, I will then. Why not? That's something I should be able to do.
Absolutely.
21.
He is quivering and his legs are shaking, but you are now scarier than anything else that's going on. You see him. Yes, ma'am. And he goes back to holding who you can only assume is his wife, as she is now back in the seat.
I don't assume anything about their lives. Okay.
This is
you-
very true. You should not. But obviously
I
they care
don't.
for each other, and he is going to hold her
Aw.
hand, and you are told, you're going to want to go get Shayla Blackwood down the way. She's the midwife. If you don't mind, I'll go get some clean towels. And the barkeep turns around and heads into a back room.
Right.
Okay, guys.
Towels, duty we're on.
We're getting the
Finding-
midwife.
The midwife. Call the midwife.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Good. all right. I may have just been resurrected, but this is a task I'm sure we can perform.
It
Right.
doesn't
I'm
seem
exhausted.
as hard as fighting a vampire.
Right.
So there's
Was
that.
that hard? That was hard for you guys?
I pretty much died right away.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, you're alive
Well-
now.
You hear the orc at the table go, I don't think that the midwife is a vampire, so you should be fine.
We're
That's
going.
good to
We're
know.
going. Sorry.
The more we
Sorry,
know, the
sorry.
better. All right.
All right. Okay. Cool. Half a mile south. Shayla Blackwood. Let's go. And I grab their hands again.
Yep.
Oh, good. This is going to be a thing.
It's gonna always be a thing.
Well, when
It's
there's
interesting
more of
when you've
us,
got all.
we should grab onto them.
Who knows? Maybe she's got 2 more hands somewhere, and she's suddenly gonna have.
You don't know. You don't know.
We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure.
All
All right,
Lauren.
so you... Yes, hi.
No, I was talking to myself.
Oh,
No, I wasn't. Would it be reasonable to say that I had cast Find Steed earlier in the day? I can
sure.
cross off that spell slot and have a horsey outside for us.
Sure.
One horse, 3
Oh.
people.
Yes, well, it's my brother. We hug. He's fine. And I'll hug you too. I'll hug her
You're-
right now.
Your find
Oh,
steed, is it big enough to carry all 3 of you?
Yes, it's a war horse. I think that's one of the things you can choose.
I fine.
I think
Yeah,
a war
we
we
horse.
can try and fail.
We
I'm
can
fine with
try.
trying and failing.
What is the strength of your war horse?
Okay,
'Cause
let
you
me
should have
look up a
stats.
war horse. Yeah,
Yeah,
war
you should have
horse.
stats.
5e. The strength of a war horse is 18.
All right. Yeah, because Rylan is, you're not in heavy armor, and Nyla, you're not in heavy armor either,
No.
right? It's only Sugar that is wearing some impressive armor. So yeah, I'll say your war horse has been that you summoned your war horse, and he, she, it, they, them.
Oh, I don't know. It's a pretty boy.
Okay.
There we go.
And what is his name?
That's a pretty boy.
His name is Frosting.
All right, Frosting is outside. at the tiny little stable where there are currently two horses. One resplendent celestial war horse in glowing armor. What color is Frosting?
Like a very light pink.
Okay.
Like so light.
So, all right. Oompa Loompa horses. Okay. Horses from Wizard of Oz. That's what it is. All right. So a light pink giant war horse with saddle and bridle, looking resplendent next to a small pony who is giving this horse the side eye. But the two of these two animals are there, ready to go.
Rylan, do I have to get on that horse?
I'm afraid so, Nyla. I can't use that spell I have, unfortunately.
Come on, get on. Do you need help? Rylan is very physically weak, so Rylan, I will lift you up and put you on the horse if you want.
You don't need to do
I know I don't need to, but do you want me to? Because I can.
How tall is the horse? How
Oh,
tall
war
is the horse?
horses?
Very tall, I guess.
Yeah,
Nyla
I'm
is
picturing like a Clydesdale, basically.
Nyla is actually kind of short for an elf, so she might need help getting up.
I will help you. I'll give you a boost.
Nope.
Real
Okay.
cool. Here, put your foot in my hand.
Okay. Yes, my foot is in your hand.
Yes, great. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Nyla, roll a acrobatics check.
Oh God.
You guys are expecting doom and gloom, and I've given you a horse.
Oh,
Ooh, is
that's
that natural
20?
20?
So I
Yay.
flip onto the horse and land perfectly.
She vaults you up, and it's a little more power than you were expecting, but you very deftly somersault into the air, land on the back of this horse with elven grace on tippy toe, and then gently slide down. Would you like to sit side saddle, or would you like to sit not side saddle? I don't know what's
I
that
will
called.
not
Just
sit
regular
side
saddle?
saddle.
Western?
Yeah,
Normal?
normal. Yeah, but like you definitely slide down. You could swear this horse like looks back at you and gives you an appreciative nod.
Yeah,
it
he
just-
does.
Did you
Yeah.
just look at me?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
very
right.
judgmental, but he likes you a lot.
Good.
All right.
I like
let
you
me-
too. That was
Horsey.
super fancy. You want me to help you now, Rylan?
I could do with a hand, yes.
Okay, here we go. Do just as good as Nyla. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, acrobatics check. Give it to me. It's
All right.
Please.
gonna be awesome.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
You can do it.
Oh wait, I was gonna roll this in
Stare
the
at
other
fantasy.
roller just because things are happening right now, but don't worry. I rolled a 12.
Gotcha.
12 total? Okay.
12 total.
You get up there without a problem. You land. It's basically anything after what Nyla just did would look ungraceful, but it's fine. You are fine. You land with a thud on the back of this horse. And would you like to be in front or behind Nyla as we're stacking?
Is...
I think I'm at the front of the horse.
Yeah, then I'll go behind it.
Okay.
Then
so-
Sugar will go behind.
Yep.
yep, you do.
You can
Sugar,
smallest to
I'm
largest.
Basically.
and Sugar's arms just go all the way around the both of you, and yeah, she
This
gets up
is
into
nice.
her horse without a problem. All right, and you're gonna ride Frosting. What's this horse's name? You're gonna ride
Yes.
Frost
Yes.
out. Okay.
The light pink war horse.
You are very quickly able to get to Shayla Blackwood's house with the basic directions that the innkeeper gave to you and riding a horse, despite there being 3 people on it. There are small
Fine.
children coming out who are so excited to see a pink horse, and you have about 12 children out of the town that are now running behind the horse going, "Yay, cotton candy horse! Yay!" as you guys trot along.
Insufferable.
You make it.
They're so edgy. They're so edgy, and they're on this horse, and it's making me so happy.
the most emo on a pink horse. You guys make it to Shayla's house. It is a small little thatched roof house that has a column of smoke coming out of the chimney and a column of smoke coming out an open window and a little bit of smoke coming out of the door.
Sugar, perhaps it's best that you do the talking.
Wait, there's smoke
That's
coming
so
out of the door, though.
Oh,
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
the
that's
door's
what
like cracked
fire.
open.
I thought the wood houses.
No, you arrive at this house and there's like the door is cracked open and there's like white thin smoke coming out of the door. One of the windows on the side is open and there's like white smoke coming out of that, and there's smoke coming out of the chimney.
I
Is
don't
that
know
meant
if
to be-
that is normal.
No, you
I'm not
guys, that's
sure.
not normal. Guys, no, it's not.
I lived-
No.
What does it
didn't
mean?
live in a house like that, so
Rylan, I think it means fire.
Right. Sorry, I'm just
You
a little
like
slow.
fire.
I feel exhausted.
And I am probably not helping. Okay, I get off the horse.
All right.
You guys all
Let's
dismount without a problem.
Investigate this fire.
Okay.
How would you like to do that?
I open the door.
All right, you open the door, and
Hello.
there's kind of a bigger waft of smoke. It's thin. It's not that there's a fire. You don't feel any heat. There isn't like this pushback of air from a fire, but there is definitely a cloud of vapor that out up into the atmosphere above you. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
everyone or just Rylan?
I'm gonna say everyone because I'm assuming you were all
Yeah.
at the door.
I would have
It's
been right
okay.
there, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can all add +4 to whatever you roll. Because you're within 10 feet of me.
Well, I rolled a 3, so
Damn it.
that makes
Nyla.
it
So 20,
That's a free for
25.
me as well.
plus
Two
+4,
threes and a
which
20
is
something.
4.
7.
So we are weird.
All right. Sugar,
Oh
you
my-
take a whiff, and you're like, clove, interesting. Nyla and Rylan, the two of you take a whiff and immediately begin coughing. And as you kind of clear the smoke from your lungs and regain your senses, everything's a little hazy. Ooh, colors are a little weird right now, and you feel a little slow.
Are their pupils dilated?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. They've kind
no.
of got the beginnings of a little bit of a like they can't help it. Both of you just you kind of smile a little bit. And then
Even
from
Rylan, the
inside,
edgelord.
oh yeah, you like it relaxes you a little bit, and you're kind of bemused by like colors are popping out a little bit more than you would expect, and
It's quite nice in here, actually.
ooh,
We should
yeah.
I
start
thought it was
more
fire,
fires.
but it just seems like a comfy, cozy room.
You guys are much chiller now.
Well said.
You're
Well
a
said.
very nice person.
Adam, thank you.
You
I like
saved
you.
our lives.
I helped a little. Yeah.
I'm not
And
dead.
from inside, you hear a voice say, "Oh yeah, hey, come on in, join me. It's just my morning constitutional." And you look inside, and now that some of the smoke has cleared because you've opened the door, you can see in the hazy interior in this small little house is filled with plants, dried plants, living plants, bits of stuff being grown in pots. It's a weird herbalist's dream and nightmare. Stuff is hanging from the ceiling. You see a fire going, and you see an elven woman sitting at a big rocking chair in front of the fire, smoking a pipe that is huge. It's like she's holding in her hand, but the bowl of this pipe is the size of her hand. And that seems to be where most of this smoke is coming from. It's like filled this tiny little house, and then you've now finally let the pressure out. And she goes, "Yeah, come on in. It's a good way to get started. Hi, I'm
Hi.
Shayla.
Good
Welcome.
Ah, you're a wife, aren't you?
No, man. I
No,
don't
you
want to be
are.
tied down
You
like
are-
that. That's
You are
no,
a
it's not.
wife.
No,
No,
not
no,
yet.
no.
No, maybe
She's a
maybe
then.
someday. Huh?
No, he means you're a midwife. And we are here to
Oh
call on you.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
one
what I
of
do.
those. I'm a midwife and an herbalist and a farmer
You're
and
just everything.
I do a lot of things. You know, I have
She's a Renaissance
interests.
woman.
That's
Ah,
impressive. I wish I could do more.
Listen, you just anything you put your mind to, man, you can do. It's great. Hi, I'm Shayla. How you doing?
Hey, I'm
Hi.
not chill at all. Hi, I'm Sugar. Sugar
Sugar is
Abelard.
energetic.
Hi.
Thank you. Yes. Hi, we have a slight problem back at the Lamb's
I'm
Rest Inn, but
sorry.
yeah, no, it's not good. Someone's having a baby. Oh, she's
Do we have
smoking
to go
some
back?
more.
I'd say we
Yeah.
stay here for a while.
Babies are
No,
babies are awesome, man.
they
There's a
are.
pink pony outside.
Yes.
Really? And that
Yes,
seems to inspire her
Oh.
to stand up. She places the pipe down and walks outside. That's a big you guys are seeing this too, right? Because sometimes, you know, I really like my stuff, but sometimes I see things that other people can't see. I see into the ethereal plane.
Oh, duh.
Harlan,
do
do
you
we have to go back? Do we have to go back?
I don't
Yes.
see why.
Yes. Rylan.
What?
Yes.
That's
we
my name.
no. Yes, we need to go back and we need to help the
Wait.
baby.
What baby?
The baby
Never
going
mind
to be
Shiloh's-
born.
babies. Not
Shayla's
much of a
really-
baby person.
Petting this horse, going, I will follow you to the ends of Faerun, my mystical pink companion.
Oh, oh
Mm.
boy. Oh, would you like to go on a ride on Frosting? We could fit 4.
If your magical wonderful horse consents to allowing me to ride, then I would be more than honored. Yeah. You said there's a
Frosty.
baby?
Yes, there's a baby. Someone named Relg has a half-orc friend who is having a baby.
No one
Oh,
baby.
having. Okay. And they need my help.
Because you are a midwife.
I'm a full-on midwife. I'm a whole mid part of a wife. Hold on, let me go
Whoa.
get my stuff. And she goes back into the house.
Okay, we give her like 2 minutes, you guys.
Nyla just like
babies-
sits down on like something. He's just starting to like relax even more.
Babies take a long time. They take at least 6 weeks of pregnancy.
Babies never come out
Didn't
sometimes.
you go to school? I swear you went to school, Rylan.
Humans are strange.
Humans are very strange. But in this case, she's an elf and she comes walking back out with a little satchel that she's putting over her shoulder. It's one of those side satchels, and she's tucking what looks to be some blankets and stuff in there, and she goes, "Okay, I had a bag prepared for these kind of emergencies, and I had to go get it. All right, lead on, magical pink horse of awesome." And she just kind of looks at the horse.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to put you on the horse now. Okay. Here we go.
All right. I'm
We'll-
gonna
we'll
say,
walk back.
yeah, your horse will not carry 4 people. I'm gonna.
That's very wise of you. That's very fair of you. Oh, Bob, that's
Yeah.
very fair.
So I'm gonna. So someone.
You have to
or
lead one of
someone's-
us.
No, I'll put
Huge
Shayla on the
horse.
horse. I'll put Shayla on the horse, and then we'll
It's like a hot
walk
dog
back
horse. It, like,
quickly.
extends.
Let's see, just out of curiosity. Oh, she rolled a 15. All right. You
Oh.
help her onto the horse, and she does that thing where she doesn't even try to be suave. She just kind of like a baby crawls onto it, ends up on her stomach, flops herself around, sits up, keeps petting the mane, and says, Yeah. Oh, I can see my house from here.
Oh boy. Oh
Wait,
wow.
which one's your house?
That
Nyla.
one. That one right
The one-
there.
We just came
I
out of it,
don't see-
Nyla.
What? There's a house?
If Lauren, if
Oh, this game makes me so happy sometimes.
like
Hi,
I want to
yes.
try something, I want to try something to snap them out of it, but I also don't want to try something to snap them out of it.
Totally up to you, man. What would you like to do?
Oh, by the way, we do have a viewer decision, so this could be a good point.
Oh.
Seems like a good
Okay.
point.
So, Oba, you can ask the chat a question, and we'll poll it, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. And so fill me in here. Do I come up with 4 answers? Do I tell you? How do
Well, yes.
I've never
So
done
you
this
could
before.
ask something like, what magic item do we find? What monster do we encounter? Or what visions do we see? Anything that you decide on, really. And then the chat suggests, they vote on it, and the most popular one happens.
Okay. And then do I just input that right into the chat with my... I've never done this
Don't worry
before.
about
I
it.
should
You
have
just-
done this.
No worries. You just say the question, and I'll handle the production stuff.
That's why I like you, Will. You handle things. All right. So what I'm going to ask the chat is how long are Rylan and Nyla going to be affected by
Oh. God,
I didn't do anything.
the sweet, sweet hash that they just breathed in? I'm going to say, well, let's keep it reasonable. Let's do 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 20 minute. Let's keep it within minutes.
Good stuff. All right, I'll get a poll up for you guys to vote on here in just a second.
Excellent. So yeah, you've got Shayla on the horse, and she's
Yes.
just happily petting the horse. One of you is going to have to walk, or multiple will have to walk. It's kind of up to you, but not all 4 of you will fit on the horse.
No, I think I'm just gonna lead the horse and stay on the ground and walk with everybody, unless they're feeling too chill and they want to also ride on the horseback.
That's up to them.
Nyla,
I don't
Ny-
think I don't think Rylan can ride a horse right now. He can't. He shouldn't take drugs and drive. So he's
Nyla
gonna...
walks over to the Nyla walks over to the nearest tree and she's like, "Dad," and hugs it.
Uh,
Nyla, roll a
like
nature
it's-
check.
oh
A
god.
nature check.
My goodness, oh my goodness.
14.
You could swear the tree hugs back. The rest of you don't see
Ooh.
anything, but you have this moment where you hug this tree and it's comfy, and you could swear that you feel like just one of the branches gently pat you on your back.
It's probably like sugar pulling at my shirt or something.
Nyla, are you
Dad?
okay?
Yeah, I'm great, Dad.
Who? What? Where's your father? Oh goodness. Is he here?
Wait, who is your daddy? I don't understand. Okay, she thinks
He's
the
a
tree is her
tree,
dad.
man. No, her
My-
father is a tree. I've seen it happen.
You are so high right now. I think you are wrong about that. That sounds like fake. That sounds like something that somebody made up.
Dad?
I could be.
Listen, should I just cuddle with your horse? Are we going somewhere, man? Come
No,
on.
we're
You guys-
walking. We're walking.
Yeah, you go ahead. We'll walk.
Okay, so
No, we are all walking together. Damn it, Rylan.
Oh, okay. I am walking. Either way,
Okay,
I know I'm walking.
you are. Okay,
you are
guys, let's
you are
just all-
convinced that you are walking. You're not 100% sure, but you are walking. All right. So we've got so Shayla's on the back of the horse, and then Sugar,
leading the
Nyla, and
horse.
Ryland are. Okay, the 3 of you are just kind of walking back. Shayla starts to sing under her breath. And
Oh, boy.
as you guys are walking around, I'd like everybody to make perception checks.
Become perception.
The viewer
check.
decision is definitely 20 minutes, by the way.
20 minutes?
Overwhelmingly 20 minutes.
Overwhelmingly
Overwhelming.
20 minutes.
20
Big
minutes
four.
of being.
What are we rolling?
Please
Perception.
offer unto
Okay.
me a perception check.
Yay.
Big 4. Hey!
That is a
22.
4.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna share a map. Share.
Oh boy.
Share. Did I share everything? Okay.
Ha.
Oh boy.
Hey, it's a new map.
You
Nyla, as you are walking along, and if you go to the top of the map, you should be able to see where Shayla is. We'll just
Yes.
assume we need to have your horse is an actual NPC, isn't it?
I suppose, yeah, it is.
Okay, I
Actual
need to,
real life NPC.
an actual an NPC horse.
Yes.
No, I don't want
I
to roll for a
also
skeleton.
I'll say I'm having some issues on my end with the maps right now. It's on my end, so I can basically just see the tokens. But don't worry about me. I know that they're working fine for everybody else.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll figure that out later.
Try. You can always try reconnecting.
Yeah, I might do that right now.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna find a horse.
You can.
It is.
Yes, I.
It is not gonna
If
be a
it's
pink
not
horse.
pink, it's
I'm super sorry.
It's not worth it.
I'm
not
super sorry.
what?
Oh,
Why
the
do I
war
even-
horse in here
why do
doesn't
I even-
actually have a picture. It just says W. Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no, this is the worst. All right, well your horse is a
It'll
W.
be okay. It'll be okay.
W for war
That's
horse.
perfectly good.
I love it. Okay. Shayla's on the horse. The rest of you can be in front of the horse. Nyla, as you are walking in the early morning light through this path back to the Lamb's Rest Inn, you could swear you hear laughter in the trees nearby. But you're not quite sure if it's real or not.
Hey guys, do you hear that? The ha 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 ha.
I just
ha.
hear Rylan
Is it your
breathing
father?
loudly.
I think every tree is dad. That one's dad, and that one's
sure how
also
that
dad. He's fast.
Okay. Okay,
You'll
Nyla.
meet dad sometime. Everybody is dad.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
The
I don't
laughter
hear
is
anything.
getting a little bit closer.
Do you not hear the ha's? The
Ahas? Is someone
Ha.
singing?
no, just ha ha ha.
I hear you going ha ha ha.
No, but
Should
like
we
ha,
laugh?
ha, ha.
Do you want the joke?
It's no.
Because I don't know any.
It's just ha.
You now all hear from the trees on your right. There hasn't really been a breeze or anything, but all of a sudden you hear the trees on your right shift and creak and moan a little bit as some creatures are suddenly apparent to all of you. And as I try to bring them up for this encounter, we can all roll initiative.
Why are people attacking? We're just having a good time.
Just trying to have a good time over here.
Oh, you can. I'm back in, Lauren, if you want to try to share it again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let
if you
me
right click share again, that will show.
share.
Oh,
Share.
damn! I think I rolled 3 nat 20s today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Nice, I
good.
will drink to that.
I've got it now. Seems to be all good. Initiative's
Okay,
not my
we need-
strong suit. Ooh.
Wow.
Guys.
We all roll
Wow.
good. And then we're gonna
Roll
roll
good.
terrible the rest of the
Yep.
of the fight.
There it goes. We jinxed it. Good job, everybody.
I might have just given you guys a long rest because we were playing with this the other day, and now I've gotten rid of your initiative, so I need to re-enter your initiative because
So
it
good.
sounded
Yeah,
like
'cause
everybody
those
had
were-
good rolls.
Yeah, it was great.
It was
Rylan had a 21. Nyla had a 20. Yeah, you
It's the
guys
attack
kind
of Nyla's fathers. Oh my god.
of kicked butt at that initiative, and so now I should be able to do. Nope. Aha! It's like I know what I'm doing in Fantasy
Huzzah!
Grounds. Okay, I need to make
We're
you
doing
visible
the
and you
things.
visible. So out of the trees, you see a couple of pretty horrible creatures. They are currently roosting up in the trees, salivating down at you. You see large feathery wings, these really nasty beaks with horns and a frilly kind of colorful front, but it kind of looks like a deer, and they are cackling down at you as they see what looks like a bunch of high, easy prey. I need to roll
Dad never had feathers.
menu. How do I roll
I'm so
initiative?
sorry.
Effects, rest.
Sorry I couldn't do that for you, Sam.
Oh, okay, but you
That was
guys,
my great failure.
despite some of you being in slightly altered states, Nyla, you get to go first, which actually makes sense because you're the first one to have heard these things and seen them. They are
Oh.
salivating down at you, and what would you like to do?
I'm going to hold my action or ready my action. If one of them like attacks, I'll hunter's mark it and then shoot an arrow at it.
Sure.
Yeah.
They
But I'm
could be
gonna-
friendly.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's why I said attacks. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, Dad.
Are you
Dad
guys
has
on this map?
feathers? No, I don't. How do I put myself on the map? Just drag.
You should be able to just drag
Yes.
and drop yourself
Yeah.
right into the map. And so,
Just did.
yeah,
Yep.
anywhere in front of Shayla and the
Oh, good
warhorse.
idea, yeah.
Oh,
Get off
you
me,
took my-
Nyla.
That's rude.
Excuse me. Okay.
Oh,
All right, Nyla is holding her action.
sorry.
This is exciting. Ooh.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay,
The two of
here.
you kind of have your arms around each other, like Rylan and Nyla just kind of as you're walking along. All right, you're gonna hold your attack, Rylan. It is your turn. You look up and see these horrible, salivating, deer-like winged creatures.
Alrighty. Alright. What's up, Potter chap? Okay, I am going to cast a fireball at this. Ryan has no hesitation in shooting creatures.
Fireball in
Die.
a forest.
14.
14, I believe, is gonna hit. I should have information about this thing up so that I know. Oh
That's
god,
so
where
good.
do I? Oh, there we go. Armor class 13. Yes, you definitely hit.
Then I deal 3 points of fire damage.
Excellent. It screeches and it is super unhappy as you singe one of its wings and it goes at you.
Your father sounds very odd today, Nyla.
Anything else?
I'm going to move. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a bit more space.
Sure. All right, Rylan ambles down the road a little bit. Sugar, it's your turn.
Rylan!
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Do they look aggressive?
Yes.
Oh,
Especially the one that
okay.
Rylan just hit with a firebolt is the two of them had been kind of looking at Shayla since she was weaving on the back of Frosting, but now
Uh-huh.
one of them is staring daggers at your brother.
Excuse me, no. Okay, but I need to protect everybody. Oh, so difficult being me. Okay. The first thing that I'm going to do is
This is what happens when you ask for friends, dear. Things get more complicated.
Right?
Oh my gosh, it's so hard. But they're
just hear
still
her
up in
in
the
your
tree, right? Yeah.
Yes, they
They're
are
up in the
about
tree.
20 feet up.
Oh, it used to be so easy. when I just was ranged. Okay. So I pull out the sword from the side of me. I not do anything yet, but I pull it out. It's got this, it almost looks like it's made of glass, but really dark red glass for those of you who haven't seen it before, which is all of you. So I pulled that out and I will cast, I'm going to cast Aid. On how many people can I cast that on? Bolsters your allies, hit points. Up to 3 creatures. Perfect. I will cast that on Shayla, Nyla, and Rylan. So you guys get 5 additional hit points.
Well,
So
that's
you have
good.
that.
Because
Yes.
I don't want to die.
I mean, sure. That makes
like
sense.
that.
And I will also yep, that's all I'm gonna do for now. Yes. No, it won't. I don't like that one looking at my brother. I don't like it. So
That's
Okay.
Dad.
yeah. What? That's you want? Okay. I start muttering something under my breath in a language that I don't think those other 2 understand. And I'm going to use my Hexblade's curse on it and curse it. I
Okay.
don't like it's looking at my brother. It's rude.
It is.
It
All right. So
is.
what
I
does
don't
that
like-
do?
So basically, I get extra damage. I will crit on a 19 or 20, and if it dies, I'll regain some hit points.
Awesome.
I'm gonna do some fun things.
And you are all done?
Oh yeah, definitely done. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Well, the one that you hexed that was struck by Rylan is going to take off. And it can fly 60 feet. And it is
Let him
going to
try.
So
Oh, you have 5 extra hit points, Rylan.
15, 20.
Oh, sick. Temporary?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Is
It is going to do a flyby attack on you.
No, hey,
Can I-
hey.
If it attacks, don't I get to attack it?
This is very true. So as you see it streaking towards Rylan, your attack goes off. Go ahead and do
Okay,
that.
So I'm going to roll Hunter's Mark first. Well, or I get to, and then go. 22 to hit.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Good.
16
good.
points of damage.
16. Are your arrows magical?
No, I don't think these ones are now.
Okay.
I used all my magic
You-
ones. I missed them.
You definitely strike this thing. You watch as the arrow kind of pierces just under its wing as it's streaking towards Rylan. And as it pierces through, it does damage, but it doesn't seem to do quite as much damage as you would like. And so it continues to fly.
You hurt my brother.
And it is going to do 2 attacks on Rylan.
Oh god.
I'm going to do
Oh, dear.
more and a talent
He's gonna
attack.
die.
No defensive things.
It's
Let's
so
see what
high.
happens. Did it attack? Did it do it? Oh, I remember what happened. I need to remember what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. That is probably not going to hit. That's a 10 versus your AC?
10 is not a hit.
10 is not a hit. So, it tries to gore you with the antlers on its head and just misses. Nyla's arrow actually just gets it a little off kilter. And then it is going to try to get you with its talons.
Stop that.
Wow.
Ah.
continues to fail miserably with a 7 as it
Nice.
it wheels in the air trying to grab you with its talons and fails at that. And then it is going to continue to fly. And because it's so good at this, it does not provoke opportunity attacks. So it's going to go through there and land in the tree. The other one is going to swoop down and try to do the same to Sugar.
Yeah,
So,
come here, yeah.
Next guy. All right, so Sugar, here come. Ooh, that's a 22 versus your AC.
Okay, like that'll actually hit me.
All right, so you take 9 piercing damage as these antlers just dig into the spaces in between your armor. And then it's going to try to gore you with its Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's a
Oh my
natural
God.
20.
Oh my
Oh.
God. It's fine, I can take it.
Yikes.
I'm okay.
Huh. Oh.
So that will be 15
Plus
piercing damage.
9.
It manages to dig both of its sets of talons into your shoulders and just clamp down. And then as it continues to fly away, it rakes across you, leaving just horrible gashes as it flies over here and lands in a tree.
Ow.
Yeah, they are nasty, nasty, nasty. Where'd my combat tracker go? There we go. But they are done. From the woods back where these things came from, you all hear giggling. But nothing else happens. Shayla... Or not, yeah. Ms. Blackwood, where did she go? She's at the end of this because she'd be busy.
Petting the
Just
horse.
chill out.
Just like, doesn't even notice the bird. The deer birds.
Deer birds.
Beautiful birds.
Dear birds.
Those things.
The deer birds. I guess they do. Yeah, I guess they do look a little like deer birds, actually.
They got
All right.
antlers.
Deer parrots. Yeah, okay.
She's gonna cast Barkskin on herself. She has enough wherewithal to place her hand on her chest, and you see her skin turn a little bit to bark, and she's like, "Not cool, man. Not cool. That was super not cool. Now people are hurt, and that makes me upset." And Nyla, it's your turn.
I would look at Shayla and be like, "You're a tree too? You're from the tree people like me?"
I'm not a tree, but I can be
Yeah.
like a tree. Trees are cool.
And then I would shoot the bird that has Hunter's Mark on it.
Sure. The one that attacked Rylan?
Yeah, Rylan, yeah.
Okay.
I'll roll. 11?
Sadly, no. That's
And then
it just passes through some feathers.
And then I'm going to use my second attack to attack it again.
Oh,
it.
that's fun.
10.
Oh man.
Was that a nat 1?
Yeah.
I would love to know why do you completely fail to miss this horrible creature on a nat 1?
I'm looking at Sugar while I'm trying to shoot this. I'm like, you know, Rylan was a deer once. It happened. He became a deer and he put on a little sailor's hat and he opened this little thing and then we saved the people. And there was a sea creature.
Yeah, and so when you think about your second attack and you're like, oh yeah, I should attack again, you just kind of let go, and because you're holding the bow and arrow at your side because you're speaking to Sugar, the arrow just falls on the ground. It was like, oh. All right. Anything else? Would you like to move? Would you like to stay there?
I'm gonna move here.
Sure. Rylan, it's your turn.
I think Ryland's sobering a little bit from the attacks, but he's gonna use a magic missile on this one here, number 2. And
Not the one that attacked you, the other one.
The other one, yes,
The other
this
one.
fella here.
Sure.
Which doesn't that do 3D? Pretty
yeah,
sure
it
I've
should.
just put that
Magic
in wrong.
missiles. Yeah, I think it's three missiles.
It's
All right.
Yeah, I think that's done right. Does it add 1 for each missile, or is it just +1 overall?
That is an excellent question. Let's look that up real quick.
I haven't looked at it in so long. I just
Yeah,
dragged
we
it
should
in from the Fantasy Grounds one, so...
I'll say I went to D&D Beyond. That's just become my go-to.
yeah.
Magic missile. What do we got? Oh my god, spells.
See, I think it's per missile, but now I have anxiety about whether or not I do. If I do,
Yeah, 'cause it
it
depends.
is... So go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because it depends on how it's actually worded. Why is magic missile not
This
coming up in
rule's so
spells?
hard to find.
Magic missile. Here we go. Evocation. You create 3 glowing darts. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage. So if you're casting
Yay.
it at first level, it's 3d4 plus 3.
Okay, that I did correct math, which means 10 points of force damage.
All right, to number 2. So yeah,
Yeah,
and
I unlearned D&D in between seasons. It's been like a week since I've played, so I just all is gone.
Yep, gone. D&D's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, these 3 darts. What does your magic missiles look like?
His magic looks kind of purpley. So it's sort of just like it probably looks annoyingly similar to Frosting's color, as he he shoots out the wonder missiles and blasts the deer parrot.
Yeah, and it's these 3 missiles. They unerringly just zoom around all of the branches, strike into this thing, and unlike some of the arrows and other things going on, it takes this damage, and you hear it squawk in this weird, high-pitched, deer-like scream. Like,
I know that scream
I'm a
all
Foley
too
artist.
well.
Yeah. Anything else?
We could move. I wanna see what's going on in the forests over here. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's move into the woods a little bit, take some cover.
Sure. And you're looking around?
Can take a look around.
Well, roll a perception check.
Alright, I will. Skills, perception. Oh no, 6.
Yeah, you don't see anything, but it's still kind of
There's
early in
nothing
the
in here.
morning. Yeah, you could have sworn you heard some laughter, but hey, you
Yeah.
know, things are funny, man. It's all good. Sugar, it's your turn. You are
You
muted.
Lauren.
Okay, good. That was all part of my plan. I will step up by Nyla, and I will look up at the deer bird, and I will say, drop, and I will cast command on it.
All right. What's the saving throw for command?
It is a wisdom saving throw, DC
Okay.
15.
Well, that's a 7. So it gives you a kind of a weird cocked-headed look, like it doesn't quite understand what you're asking, and then almost involuntarily lets go of the branch and falls. It is... Ooh, epic music while it falls. It will take a little bit of damage as it falls to the ground. Not much. It's gonna take just one. But I will say that it does fall prone. So number 1
Yay!
is on the ground as it
Yay.
takes some damage.
And that'll last until my next turn.
Okay.
So I will use the rest of my movement to go up to it, but like super slowly. Like, ha 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 ha. Just like that.
Everyone else is ambling because they're super high, and you're ambling because you're super cool.
Yep, exactly.
All right. Well, the creature that you just commanded to drop is going to get back onto its feet, and it's going to be very upset at you, and it is going to try to gore and talon you. So here come the horns.
Rude.
It's a 16.
Does not hit.
All right, here come the talons.
Does not hit.
Well, yeah, it's a little disconcerted by the fact that it just let itself drop onto the ground.
And you stay there
Does
till next turn. You shit.
I was gonna say, does the command? So it dropped. Does it have to
Uh-huh.
stay?
It lasts until it says 1 round. So I think
Okay.
until it gets back to me.
All right. So it will. It goes to start to fly, and then it seems to think it should do something else. As for the other one with its 60 feet of flying is going to try to do a flyby on Rylan again. It's going to whoomp. And
Oh boy.
here comes.
I'm not
Here
tanky.
comes-
This is why I need my brother. Oh,
Well, that's you kind of absent-mindedly look behind you, see this thing coming, and you do that thing that drunk people do, and where they stumble out of the way of stuff. You do that. And then here come the talons. Wow.
Hey, AC 14.
This thing has a contact high off of you. It is just unable to do anything. It is going to it's gonna back away. It's a little freaked out by you. It's gonna fly back up into the tree and roost there and kind of side eye you. And Ms. Blackwood, let me pull her up. What's she gonna do? Oh, she sees that you've told this thing to drop, and she is going to she's gonna try to cast Speak with Animals. She's gonna be like, wait, I got this. And she's gonna cast Speak with Animals. And she's gonna call out to this thing, and she's gonna say, listen, we don't have to fight. And it squawks at her. And she looks like horrified for a moment, even in her altered state. And she's like, well, that wasn't very nice. That's Nyla's turn.
Nyla's gonna look over at Rylan, who just evaded 2 attacks, and she's gonna be like, yeah, that was cool.
Can't touch
And then,
this.
and then she's gonna shoot the bird that tried to attack him. Go.
Sure, that'd be number 2.
20.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
12 points of damage. And then I'm gonna
Alright.
use my second attack to shoot it again. 14.
14 hits.
And then 11.
All right. Once again, it doesn't quite seem to be taking as much damage as you think, but you are hurting it. And that one, number 2 over there, is looking pretty rough. Anything else?
I'm going to move here.
Sidle up to Rylan.
Yeah.
All right. Rylan, Nyla walks up to you looking very impressed at your dodging abilities.
I'm very impressive. Let's see. Well, we're gonna shoot at this thing and I'm gonna move. So, we're gonna Ray of Frost. So I think I don't know how to target things, but anyway, let's do the attack roll. Is a 20.
Oh,
Dirty 20.
yes. Dirty 20. Dirty 20. Dirty hits.
I like it. 5 points of cold damage.
Nice. Yeah, frost
Icy ray
kind
of
of
frost.
coats one of its wings. Yeah. It's looking really rough. It
And now I'm gonna
seems to be
move-
now eyeing leaving.
Okay, I'm gonna move into the woods a little further and see what it's about.
Just I wandering into the woods towards
I hear
laughter.
laughter.
Poof.
Oh my
That
God.
way.
Roll me another perception check.
Okay, so
You can do it.
perception is a 10.
Okay. You think you see a woman in the bushes. Just kind of
There's a woman in the
crouched.
bushes.
She looks like she might be half hiding in fear. She's got kind of a startled look on her face. She locks eyes with you as you come in, and she goes, "Shh."
There's a bushwoman in here. Don't
And she
tell
kind
anyone.
of motions. She kind of motions you to come closer. She's only about 10, 15 feet away.
I'll move closer with my remaining move speed.
Okay.
Wherever she
You
might
come up
be.
next to her. You can see that she's hiding in this bush. Human. She looks like just kind of a normal peasant woman with long blonde hair. She looks fine, but she's obviously very scared. And she says, "Are they gone? Are they gone?"
No.
And that's all for you, Sugar.
Okay. Yes, I have stupid burb in front of me. Stupid deer burb. And I would like to attack it. That would be very fun for me.
You should absolutely do that.
Okay.
This is Dungeons and Dragons. You should do whatever you want.
I want to attack the thing. Okay, here we go. That's a natural one.
Oh, you super duper want to attack it, but with a
yikes.
natural one, why do you miss?
Because I've been trying like not to attack things so much. It's part of my whole like oath or whatever. And I just bring it down and it's stupid deer face. Nyla said something about Rylan being a deer, and then I just feel like, oh, if I kill this deer burb, is it like I'm killing my brother? But then I'm going to try again.
Okay.
Stop. And then I'm going
Sword
to try
back up.
again. God damn
Do
it. Okay. There we go. 26. I will kill my brother.
That definitely hits.
Okay, so I will roll the damage, and I'm going to add some Divine Smite on this.
Okay. Is your weapon
because-
magical, or is just...
I don't know. It's like, I don't know if it's magical in the mechanical sense or not, actually. So I don't know.
Don't worry about me. I've just accidentally moved my token. Can't move it back.
It happens.
Not that.
So we'll say it's
Okay.
not, but obviously the Divine Smite will be, so I'm going to need those
Yes.
damages in 2 different chunks.
Okay, then I will just put those down. Okay, here we go. Here's just the regular D8 plus 6, so 13 non-magical.
All right.
Plus 3 magical.
Nice. As your sword swings down and slashes through this creature, it's a grievous wound, but the wound itself doesn't seem to... The sword itself doesn't seem to make the most damage, but when you Divine Smite, it flares across this sword. That makes it scream.
Ow! Ow! Oh, I got your number, Mr. Deerburb. Okay.
Anything else?
Okay. I don't think so. Nope, not right now.
All right. It is super unhappy, and it's going to take out its anger on you with its horns. No.
No, it's
And it's going
not.
to take out its anger with you on its talons. Yes, 23 to hit.
I'll only let it hit. I'll just let it
Okay.
hit for now. Ugh.
All right. That is 9 points of piercing damage. And
Yeah.
then, since it is no longer under your command, it is
Yeah.
going to fly away from you because ouchie, ouchie, ouchie.
And is it right that you don't get attacks of opportunities on these things? Okay.
Yeah, it seems to be way too dexterous, and it manages, even when you think about swiping at it, you
Mhm.
cannot. It's too fast. It's gonna... Where is this thing gonna go? Where'd the other one go? Uh-oh.
Oh,
lost
I
my-
think it looks like there are 2 Rylans.
I accidentally have put myself over it and somewhere inside it, and I'm not
There we
sure
go.
how
There we go. All right.
I was clicking.
All right, I found it.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know which one is you. This is
Okay,
exciting.
top left is me. It's nothing happened. No one
Perfect.
noticed it.
Everything's
well-
fine.
I mean, I this bird.
I figured the thing that would do would be its find it's the other one, and then I couldn't find the other one. All right, it's gonna fly over here and land up in the tree with the other one. The other one is gonna gauge the field, and it's lost sight of its prey. And Nyla looks much less armored, so it is going to swoop down on Nyla.
Rude.
Fine.
Yeah, sorry. Swooping down. Here come
Whatever.
horns.
Nope.
13? Okay.
No.
And
Okay, that one.
Talon.
That one
50.
sucks.
No.
That one sucks.
They are, yeah.
Very bad in
these-
your job.
Deer birds are super unhappy. Okay. This one is really hurt, and it's gonna nope out of here. So it flew
Oh,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, it's gonna start to just fly away. Nope.
Babe, shoot
Um,
it. Shoot it, babe. Fucking a Nile.
Ryland, the woman
Yes.
next to you, that's
Hello.
been kind of hiding in the bushes,
Yes.
looks at you and says, "You have to protect me. You have to save me from these things.
Why?
They're because they're trying to kill us. Don't you want to save us?"
Right.
Wrong.
Aren't you scared by these things?
Right.
Oh, God.
Is it my turn?
Actually, as you say, right, she reaches up with a hand to like touch your shoulder, and then rakes it across your shoulder.
No, motherfucker!
Ah!
Damn it!
And I can't see what I rolled. That's a 17. Does a 17 hit?
Ah, there's a bushwoman in here and she's hurting me. Yes, that is a hit.
All right. Sharp claws that you'd never noticed until just now dig into your flesh and do 7 slashing damage. And she starts to laugh and cackles, and you see a shimmer across her face in a familiar, illusory way. And you think that maybe this thing is not what she says she is, but you don't know.
I don't think
for
I
sure
will save you.
because she might be high. I'll go ahead.
Rylan.
Got it.
That on the board. And as she cackles in your face, Nyla, it's your turn.
Oh, she looks scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of beneath the blonde-haired young woman, you see kind of this faint, shimmery image of a very decrepit old lady, and then it goes away.
an old lady.
I probably walk into the forest as well because Rylan has disappeared. The bird I was attacking has disappeared. And, like,
What's all going on in the forest?
You
so
can't.
Nyla is gonna.
Oh, sorry. You can still see the birds. The bird deers are. The one is like noping out of there, but it's still well within
Can I
your
see
sight
it?
range. Oh yeah,
I'm gonna-
it hasn't
I'm
flown
gonna
that far.
move. So I'm gonna move here, so closer, and then I'm gonna
yeah.
shoot it again. Win. I need to win. I need to kill this thing.
How do I press
To require
win?
win.
Yes.
Where is the win D&D button?
28 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Kill it. Kill it.
11. And then I'll roll again. 14.
14 hits.
Get it,
16. Dead.
So
Wait.
the second arrow strikes it, and it careens in the air and falls to the ground, skidding in now just causing dirt and moss from the forest floor to go flying. And yeah, is dead.
Thank you, Nyla. When it dies, mechanically I get, because that's the one I had cursed. I don't have to kill it; it just has to die. So I get 5 hit points back.
Okay.
And I look at my sword. I say, "There, you happy now? You happy? You going to do better? Thank you. Okay, here we go."
And I will finish off my turn by going, or like saying, Rylan? Just looking
There's an old lady
around.
who's eating me.
So,
If you want me to eat you, I could try to eat you. That sounds fine,
Eating?
she says.
Wait, there's an old lady eating you. That's unacceptable. She just I'll move slightly
That's
closer.
fine. So-
All right, Rylan, it's your turn.
Okay.
You have an old lady eating you.
I have an
I
old
guess.
lady. I add her to my inventory. I'm gonna let's see what spells I have. It's just gonna require something a little bit special, I think. Let's give her a thunder wave.
Okay.
So 15-foot cube, thunderous energy, Constitution saving throw, the DC of which is I don't know. I have it somewhere on my character sheet, and I've forgotten where I put it. 18 is going to be a save.
8,
18's gonna
yes,
be a save.
she. But I think with a thunder wave, she still takes half damage. You
She
just
should
don't push
take
her, right?
half. Yeah. So let's roll
Alright.
damage. And that is 11 halved, so not bad.
Yeah. She kind of sneers as this thunder wave tries to push her, and she resists it. And then the facade drops, and you see before you this withered, decrepit, old, green-skinned woman with straggly hair covered in moss and lichen and bits of bark, and pointed, sharp teeth grin at you, and she says, "Oh well, now I'll try to eat you."
Ugh, get away from me. Nyla!
Anything else?
Just help me! No, that's my turn.
All right, Sugar, you hear your brother calling out for help from your new friend.
I'm going to run into the trees because I want to help. Okay. 5, 10, 15,
What
20,
happened to
20.
my other deer bird?
Oh,
Dead.
is that not gone? I thought it was gone.
One of them is dead. The one that was trying to flee.
Oh.
The other one, I just realized, I'm like, where's the other deer bird?
Well, then
Oh,
let
I'll
me
put them back
put
on the board.
myself
Okay.
back.
Well, it
Did I-
wasn't next to you, so.
Did I get
Not
inside
at
of
all.
it again? Is that what's happened?
Are you inside of it?
Nope,
I mean, does
you're
it
not.
look
It's all right.
like
Good.
okay. I'm going to tell. I'm gonna tell Shayla to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shayla, get off the horse. Get in the trees. Get in the trees.
Oh,
Get in the
okay.
trees right now. Okay.
You see
Bring the
her
horse in the
begin the
tree.
process. But
Okay.
I can try to put the horse in the tree, but hey, you want to go in a
get it.
tree? She starts to talk to your
Okay.
horse.
Okay, I believe that's going to be fine. It better be. Well, the horse can move itself, actually. I just haven't been doing anything with it, but he can go into the trees, so he will. So I will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 into the trees. Oh well, I can move 30 feet. Wait, I am not small.
No, you are
Rylan,
not.
what's-
There you go.
Ratlin, what's going on? Oh my God, what is that?
She's
Hello,
eating me.
dearie.
Ah, this is a very scary looking lady. Is she trying to eat you?
Yes.
So you want me to do something?
Kill her.
Oh, okay. Wait, maybe I should think about that. No, I'm not gonna think about it. I'm gonna activate my necrotic shroud. I think. That sounds fun. Does that sound fun?
That-
Should I do this? Okay. This sounds like a fun
Up to
thing.
you.
I'm gonna do
Dungeons
it.
and Dragons. Do what you want to do.
I'm gonna do it. So much like my big brothers, wings sprout out from my back. They don't fly, but they look real good. They're like kind of wispy and bluish, but there's something kind of creepy about them. It's awkward, and I'm sensitive about it. So yes, she needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw. 1 charisma saving throw coming up. Save. That's an 11.
Okay. So that's a fail. She is frightened for 1 minute.
Oh, that's exciting. Give me the specifications of your frightened condition. Does it involve the
Yes.
run and the not moving closer and the disadvantage when
Yeah.
attacking people?
Yes.
Hey,
And
it's
then
like I know
it
what
does
frightens
extra
me.
damage as well.
Excellent. She looks, she'd been licking her lips looking at Ryland, and now
Don't
she
look at my brother
looks
like that.
super scared.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, my
Anything
eyes are
else?
all like glazed over blue. Don't even have any whites. Very scary. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to do anything else? Any bonus action stuff? I'm going to say no, I will just wait.
All right.
Boom.
This last bird deer comes flying out of the trees and goes after Nyla. Because that's the first thing it encounters. And in a blind rush to try to finally kill something. Nope. That's a 7.
That bird.
That's
Wow.
crazy though. It's got a +5. It's not like it's, you know.
Nope, but when you roll a 2 and a 3, it does.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Nyla's just like swatting like bird.
It's trying to attack you and it's failing miserably. It's super hurt. It's gonna blame its failure on the fact that it is super duper hurt.
I'm just gonna
and
like, roll
then
my eyes on it.
it's gonna swoop around a little bit. It's got a little bit more movement, and it's gonna stop there. The hag, looking super freaked out, gives Sugar a panicked "Ah!" and turns invisible. And she's gonna run, which means the two of you get attacks of opportunity on her, but she is invisible, so they will be
Right.
at disadvantage.
Yes. Yes. Fine. 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 Well, I will attack you anyway. That sounds fun. Oh, let me click the thing because you click disadvantage, right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We do the thing.
Yeah, you click disadvantage and it just does it.
Does a 15 hit her?
No, it. You think that's where she is, but not. Rylan, would you like to make a melee attack of opportunity?
Sure. Let's see if I can even do that.
He slaps
Yeah, I
her.
guess I
Like a knife or
can.
something, right?
I got a I think I have a dagger or a quarter staff I can use. Just use a dagger. Oh
Ooh.
baby.
Was that at disadvantage?
Is it disadvantage?
She's
She is
invisible.
currently invisible, so is with disadvantage.
Okay. That is a 15.
You
Twinsies.
think you get her, and then it's like you've gotten the back of her robe. And she seems to
Gotcha.
evade your grasp. You hear her cackle a little bit, and she says, I'll be back for the baby!
What?
And she
What baby?
seems to disappear into the forest.
Is there a baby nearby?
Yes,
30
Riley.
feet.
God.
Can you still
Wait,
see her? Have I made her invisible?
I can see her.
Visibility. Haha. Ah?
Ah.
Is she invisible?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. All right. And you hear her cackling off into the distance. And it's Shayla Blackwood's turn. She is going to dismount the horse, take the reins, and head towards the nearest tree, where she's going to start to climb up its trunk. Let's see. She is going to try to climb up its trunk and then slide back down as she fails completely to climb into this tree, and then turns towards the horse and says, "Come on, we gotta get, they said to get into the trees, come on." And your horse, being slightly smarter than this woman, gives her a flat-eyed stare and looks up into this tree and refuses to try to climb the tree.
Smart
Nyla.
horse.
So the bird's still alive?
There is still one deer bird. Seems super
Alright.
hurt.
I never really saw the hag, so I just heard Rylan was being eaten. So I would probably attack the stupid bird that keeps attacking
Stupid bird.
And yeah, I'm gonna. Since the other bird died, I can move my hunter's mark onto this one, and then I'm going to attack and roll it.
Nat
Ooh,
20!
natural
Nat-
20.
Yes,
Oh,
that
nice.
happened. And
Roll damage. All the damage.
And then I say,
Nice.
"Stupid bird," and I shoot it.
And I would love for you to describe in gory detail the death of this creature.
Yeah.
I want the arrow to go through its eye and like out its head, like through a horn.
Absolutely. It's trying to fly away, and you just, like, both eyes, it goes in, because, it's a deer, so it's got the eyes kind of on the side, so it goes in one eye, out the other eye. It reels and poof onto the forest floor, dead. I'd love you all to roll perception checks.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Got it this. Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like I always fail perception checks, and yet I'm like proficient at it.
Big ol' 3.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
21.
Nice.
Oh, a 21. Okay. Nyla, you think you might hear someone running through the forest about 30, 35 feet to the south? You don't see anyone, but you hear someone running.
I think I didn't see anyone, but I think I hear someone running that way. That
Could be that woman.
she wants what?
She wants babies.
Well, is she
I
right?
mean,
Wait.
she could find a
She
man.
looks too old.
That's...
She too old to have babies.
I mean, you couldn't
Yeah.
really. I can't tell hag age.
Can she have grandchildren?
What? Where? Which way? Point it. Point it out. Point it.
I point to the south.
Okay.
Yeah, she kind of gives you a pretty clear southerly direction.
Yeah. So that's not back toward town because Shayla lived south. Right? So that way is not back toward town.
That's correct. She is not currently hearing her run away from you guys towards town.
Okay. All right. We
We
go
should
after
get
her.
back.
We go back to the baby. Maybe we let her go. She was very frightened of me. And we go. She turned invisible and ran away. So
I think
do I look very scary? Rylan, do I look very scary right now?
terrify me on many levels.
Thank you.
All right, you guys are gonna not pursue this thing and head back into town?
Yes.
I think that's
All right.
wise. They're high. There's a baby we maybe go protect. I've been gored a couple times. Very rude of those burbs. Yes. I say we
You
go
walk
back
on over
in.
and you find that Blackwood is currently speaking to your horse, and your horse seems to, in a weird way, to be responding. She did cast Speak with Animals. She's like, "No, it's a good idea. We want to be in the trees. We'll get a really come on. I know you have hooves, but it'll be okay. I'll help. I'll pull.
He can't
It'll be
climb
great.
trees. He can't climb trees.
He can do anything that he sets his mind to." He
Shayla,
pats-
no.
Oh.
No, Shayla,
Oh,
no.
did you take care of the peritons? Are they gone?
what? The deer birds?
Yeah, and she points over to one of the dead bodies. Yeah, they're nasty. They want to eat your hearts, and they usually work
What?
with people who want to eat other people's hearts. Yeah,
Oh.
their horns make
Like
really
that
good.
old lady.
There was an
She
old
was a
lady.
heart eater? Yeah,
What do
green
their
and
horns do?
Oh, if you grind up their horns and you put it in your tea, then
Yeah.
it cures stomach pains. I'm gonna have to come back
Oh.
for these a
I
little
could
later,
just
but we
rip
should.
one off for you. You want me to just rip one off?
I'd love to see that. And you're gonna walk over and give me a strength check.
Can I use my sword though? Because I'm about to fail the shit out of this. Okay, no, I'll just roll it.
Sure, if you would like to. If you'd like to try to rip them off, I need a strength check. If you
I'll
want
try
use
to
your
rip.
sword,
I'll try to rip first because that was my instinct.
go for it.
Just straight strength, right?
Believe
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, not disadvantage. Oh my god. If it wasn't a
What, you
disadvantage, it would have
rolled a
been nat
19 and
20.
a 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I'll drink to that. All right, with a nat 20,
Yeah.
describe how you rip the horns off one of these guys.
Like, I look like I get set up, like put my foot on its stupid deer head, and I grab it with my hand, and I look like it's going to be really tough, and then I just, oh, I'm so strong.
There is a
strong
moment.
now.
There's a moment when you go to pull and where the head resists, and then it's like you've just pulled in the right direction. You know how when you ever eat like crab or lobster, and if you just crack it in just the right way, the whole thing comes out and it's nice and smooth and it's like
Yes.
perfect. You do that except with this horn and hold it out, and Blackwood comes walking on over. It's like, oh yeah, I'll make you some tea with this. That was the noise that the horn made. Da-ding, da-ding,
Yeah.
da-ding.
Ha!
She hands.
Thank you, Midas.
She takes it. She's like, yeah, I'll make it some tea later. This is the best thing for when you have indigestion, constipation, diarrhea, any of that kind of stuff. It's amazing.
Sweet. That's good to know. I will write that down in
Do
my
we
notebook.
still need to get your horse in the tree?
No, we need to
No.
get back to town, deliver the baby, and then protect it. Maybe that woman wants to eat hearts like these deer birds. I refuse to call it its appropriate name. It's a deer bird.
It is a
Bird.
deer bird, but a periton.
bird.
Yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah.
Deer
There's a
bird,
couple of them
periton.
around here. All right. Well, back on your horse. Here I go. And she climbs like very badly back onto your horse, and you guys are gonna head back into the center of town and head to the Lamb's Rest Inn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. And I need to
Just bleeding a little. I could fix that, but it looks pretty cool, so I'll fix it later.
Good look for you.
Right? All like scary and bloody. Ugh.
There we go. Back to the tavern. Why can't I
Back
move
to
you? Hey, look, it's a tavern. Yeah, you guys managed to make it back without too many other difficulties, you know, beyond being attacked by bird people. And
Ow.
you haven't been gone for too long. As you guys are entering, why is she so big? Oh my god, why is everyone so
I
big?
know.
Thank you,
You've
Midas.
now all become giants. Why is
Oh my
everyone so
God.
big?
You can scale them by holding down. I think it's Control or Shift and scrolling.
There we go. There we go. Let's make these people-sized. I don't know why that happened. That's exciting. Now, of course, he's going to be huge, so we'll make...
Oh, I made
Oh,
myself
nope, not
really
that small. Nope. He's not a halfling. He's a human. This is exciting.
This is fun.
The best.
I
Oh,
like
this guy's
it.
going to be
Ah!
Oh, there it is.
huge. I might not be able to make him any smaller. Oh, well, he's back here
He's
still behind the
lovely.
bar.
I
All
mean,
right.
I'm fine with staying like this. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
why not? You guys re-enter the bar and the bottom of the Lamb's Rest Inn, and you could see that not too much has changed. The table that the that Relg and his wife, or significant other of some sort, pregnant woman, were at, has been cleared, and a couple of blankets and pillows have been laid down, and the woman is now semi propped up, laying down on the table. She is still breathing very hard. You see that the innkeeper, Begong, has come out and is doing his best to offer towels. He's holding on to some tea and at the moment that he's holding onto this tea, Shell, the half orc, bats it away. She doesn't actually hit it, but she bats it away, and she's like, no, I need to concentrate. And she sees you coming and she says, finally! Did you think this baby was going to wait forever?
Yes.
And Shyla Blackwood comes walking on in and says, it's all right, it's okay, I got this, everybody, I got this. And she comes walking on over, opens up her bag, starts pulling out what looks like some ointments and a couple of bandages, and she gets into what is very classically the doctor position that you see in all the TV shows, and where they're sitting there at the appropriate spot waiting for the baby, and she kind of looks. She says, "All right, everything looks good. You gotta breathe. I'll be here to catch. Are you ready? Breathe and push. And you just go with the flow. Go with nature. Your body knows what to do." And Relg turns to all you and says, were you able to find a priest? We need a priest. We have to bless the baby when the baby comes out. There's a priest.
I'm a priest.
You're a priest.
He is. Are you?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll a deception check. Unless you really are a priest.
I believe him.
I'm the closest
Well,
to
here's the thing.
priesthood.
I was an acolyte, so I have spent time in a temple as well. So this may give me some, some credence. It's an 8.
All right. Let me.
Do I need to roll insight?
No, but. All right. Relg believes you because he's panicked and because he. That's great. No, that's amazing. All right. So when the baby comes out, you're gonna. What kind of priest are you? Who's a priest of what? Priest of what? Priest of what?
I'm just gonna wait
God.
and look at him.
Which one? Which god?
The one.
There's many.
Oh, Bahamut.
so many.
That's the one. That's the one I'm supposed to do. Yes.
Okay, platinum dragon. Nope, that's great. That's wonderful. Good gods. We want good gods. And the woman on the table is. She's coming. And Rel turns to you and says, "Okay, all right. Be ready. And the
Okay.
well, you're the priest. You should know.
Okay, Rylan.
I do.
Do you actually remember anything from your studies about blessing children?
Almost nothing.
Fortunately, Rel doesn't hear you. He's gone back to holding his.
Truth be told, I've forgotten everything about children.
Oh my goodness. Rylan, do you want me to bless the baby and actually bless the baby?
Should we? Is that responsible? Should we be blessing babies?
I mean, the baby cannot consent to being blessed, but I think it's generally a good thing. Ethically icky.
We could. How about we both do it? The Adelard's siblings.
Yes, let's do it together. We bless the baby together.
I would love both of you to roll religion checks at this very moment.
Thank you to Thorbrand as well. The baby is going to get a wild magic surge. I will roll for it.
Okay, we're rolling religion checks.
Oh
no! Forcing religion on a baby.
Great.
Okay. 9651. Someone nearby has a treasure map carved into their back.
The baby has
All right.
a treasure map.
Baby might have that.
I love this. I love it. It's great. Okay, I can do
sorry,
it.
my
All right,
religion
I need a religion check from both of you.
There we
It
go.
was a
12.
3.
I know more about religion.
I was a bad student.
In this moment, Sugar, you're panicking a little bit, and even though you know all of this religious stuff from your training, babies weren't one of the things that you seem to remember. Like, you must have skipped that day in school. You don't know what's going on. Rylan, you do seem to know that it is standard in a lot of communities for a newborn baby as it is being born to be blessed, and it's not like a communion thing. It's not like I'm going to bless you in the name of Bahamut, and now you must.
Are we still high?
Oh yeah, oh absolutely. You guys are still totally high. You believe that this is more. Not a wives' tale, but it's more of a tradition of like as long as a priest blesses a newborn child, it's less likely for anything to go wrong in the first couple of days and weeks, the formative days of a child. It's just it's good luck. This is not you're not converting this child. You're making sure that everything's gonna be okay in the next couple of days. That some good God is gonna make sure the baby's fine.
I'll put it on the waiting
You have no
list.
idea what to actually say or do, but you're pretty sure you're not going to commit blasphemy at this moment.
Just send some good vibes his way.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So
Ryland's
we're
got
just
it.
we're sending the baby good vibes.
That's right.
Okay, I got it. Okay, we'll do.
And I need everybody who is watching this blessed event to roll Constitution saving throws.
Oh, good, my favorite.
You can add 4 to it.
Oh, hey. Then that's
Oh!
10 if I add the 4.
11.
So
Okay.
yeah, 8, 10, and 11 for every.
But Ryland rolled a natural 1. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
curious.
That's literally the worst I could have done.
So you take a moment and think about, something that you need to do to bless this child to be a priest in this moment. The final moments of labor commence, and Rylan, you take up a position next to the midwife in order to be there, and you see the whole thing. You see the baby get born. What happens in that moment because of your natural 1?
I think it's not necessarily the let's be fun. Yeah, it's not necessarily like the viscera. It's not like that because he's totally fine with that. He's like realized like the overwhelming fear of like one day maybe having a child himself. And like sweats, looks at Nyla, and Nyla's all like, babies, yay. And I imagine she shoots him like a sort of look, and he just passes out. He's completely exhausted. just no.
Rylan goes pale and poof on the ground.
With Nyla still being high, she's gonna be like, the baby killed Rylan, and run over to Rylan.
He seems to have just he seems okay. He's passed out, but he's okay. And yeah, and now you hear the small cry of this really newborn infant, and you hear Shayla Blackwood saying, and so it's time. Oh. And she's holding this newborn and cleaning it off and is expecting Rylan to be right there to bless this baby, and nobody there to bless the baby.
Hi, he's indisposed. I'll do it. It's fine.
Okay. All right. She holds the baby out to you.
Oh, okay. She wants me. Okay. I bless you in the name of the goddess Suni. May your life be filled with beauty inside and out. Good luck, baby.
The baby continues to
Good luck.
the baby continues to cry, but Rel comes on over. It's like, thank you, and takes the baby and goes over to the half-orc woman, and the two of them look down. She's beautiful. She's covered in gore. Clean her up. Oh yeah. And then there is a very loud bang from the side, from the main door that you guys came in from. Rylan, this sharp noise wakes you up as you see a familiar hagged old face standing at the door, grinning with sharp teeth, and says, "That baby is mine. That baby will be my dinner. Hand her over now, or else all of you will be my dinner."
Why was the baby born old?
I thought the baby killed you. I thought the baby...
Lady, I don't think you could actually eat all of us. Maybe you just go. Haggy, you just go. Just go.
I will go if you give me the child.
No. How about no? How about we don't do that and you just go? Does that sound better? Sounds better to me.
Quite
Nyla?
frankly, I'm ready to give her the child.
And Relg says, no, this is our child. You have to please help us.
Rylan, we don't give
we're
people
going to help you.
babies.
We're going to help.
Yes, I stand by that sentiment. We do not give people babies. We do not get involved in babies. That's a promise. Right, let's kill this
Separate
hag.
anxiety issue that we'll have to address later.
It's a verbal
All right.
contract.
We're gonna jump
what's the
back into initiative here as soon as I get.
This is
The
real
hag.
bad, guys. Guys, this is real bad.
How do I get the hag on the? Well, here. We'll just have to delete these Peritons again. Go away.
Bye,
Go away,
Peritons. Nobody
you
likes you.
dead. And I am going to. I knew a way where I could just make everybody. Yes, initiative. Roll all initiative. Look at that.
Okay.
Plug jammed.
Rylan, you are currently on the floor, looking up and seeing the sadly very familiar sight of this hag walking in, holding out a clawed, green, wrinkled old hand towards this newborn, wrinkled baby.
Okay. All of the wrinkles are distressing me. So, make a senator. I see this lady. I'm gonna make tokens a little bit bigger so folks can see them on stream. Just a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
clearer.
sure.
It's all good. I'm going to look at her. Not today, hag. Wait, where's my token? I didn't put him on. That's
No.
Aha! There I am.
There you
Somewhere
are,
here.
yeah.
And I'm going to cast a bolt of lightning at her, which is a DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Boy.
All right, dexterity saving.
You don't get
throw.
my bonus, Miss Hag, because you are not friendly. Haha.
That
13.
is- I can't see it because the map is in the way.
It's a 13.
13. Yep,
Yeah.
fails.
13.
So
Failure.
takes 33
30.
points of lightning damage.
Oh,
Death to
That's-
all old babies!
something.
Rylan
tells
is
me,
convinced there's like a Benjamin Button scenario going on here.
Yeah,
Perfect. Don't
she-
correct it.
Oh, I'm not going to. It's up to you. Yeah. So one moment she's holding out this clawed hand, demanding the baby, and the next lightning shoots through up her arm, through her chest, out the door she just came in. Ah! You'll die for that. Anything else?
Gonna move away from the old baby. We're not as, I'm gonna move like here behind a bar stool or something.
All right. It is the hag's turn. She is going to, seeing her opening as you move away, leaving it a clear opening towards the child.
Oh, God.
I'm in front of the child. You get away from it.
Yeah, but nobody else is. She is going to rush forward and stand next to the two of you. She is gonna actually look over at you, Sugar, and cast Vicious Mockery on you. So I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Fine. This will be +4. Get wrecked!
What'd you roll?
That would be 26
That was
with
so
my
good.
extra +4.
I knew that wrecking had happened, but I hadn't seen the roll. Okay. Yeah, and I think, well, yeah, her DC is a 12. So yeah, she looks at you, and in your head you start to hear this evil. You don't understand any of it, and you just kind of.
phlegm.
No,
She
you got the
she looks at you, and she's.
Have to enunciate the spells.
She looks at you and
Trust
she
me.
says, "Don't like that." All right, fine. And she's going to reach out her claws, and she's going to try to attack the baby, but Relg is currently
What?
holding the child, and so she is going to attack him. Oh, she's going to
Boy.
hit him with
Oh.
23. Yeah, his arm is shredded from shoulder to wrist, and he looks incredibly hurt, but he completely shields the child. And that is the end of the hag's turn. Nyla, it's your turn.
Huh. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark. And then, where is everything? Well, people are in front of her, but I'm going to try to hit her with my arrow. and not
Sure.
hit the baby.
Don't hit the baby.
21.
21
Nice.
definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
13. And then I'll
13.
use my second attack to attack her as well. Nat 1.
Nyla.
With a natural 1, what's distracted you that you totally missed this hag?
Probably Rylan talking about babies.
You go to
Babies?
draw, and then you're just looking over at him like, babies. And you just totally forget to fire. Like, next round, that arrow will just still be there. Anything else?
Probably, move a little closer and be like, Rylan, why are you so scared of the baby? I mean, it tried to kill you, but it's a baby.
It's fine. We'll never talk about it again.
All right, Sugar, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to attack this hag with my fun sword. It's going to
Sounds
be
like a
super
very
fun.
reasonable course of action.
I think so. I mean, I will try to interpose myself between her and Relg as well. Like,
Okay,
off.
you can.
I'll try. Yeah, gonna do it. Huh. 16?
You're being very careful about your positioning, and you just miss. Like, it's tight quarters, and there's a baby, so just missed.
So frustrating. Okay, again.
Oh!
Another one.
Natural
Boom.
20. I'd
Can I
roll
pour
out the
some
damage.
divine smite into this too? Can I do
I
that?
believe that's how that works, is you hit and you get to divine smite. So
Okay.
roll
I'm gonna-
all that beautiful divine smite
I'm gonna
damage.
roll all the things. Okay. So I'll use my last second level slot to do that. So that's usually 2d8. So that becomes 4d8
That doubles,
plus
yeah.
my regular d8. So that's
So-
6d8 plus
Paladin
6, right?
Go ahead. Fantasy Grounds is smart enough, like when I rolled that natural 20, it knows to double the dice. So just give it a try and see what happens. Just drop in
Okay.
your damage, and it
Damage?
might
I
automatically
think that'll
do
do
that
the
for you.
regular one. I don't know if it'll do the divine smite.
Okay.
But... Huh. Yeah. Okay, so that's just the regular stuff plus
Okay.
4d8. Here it comes. Huh. Hua. So total of 36.
Nice.
Considering that was exactly how many hit points this hag had, go ahead and describe in gory detail the death of this creature. That was literally
Okay.
exactly how much he had.
Yes. I love when I do that. Okay. So I'm like, oh, the first one, I don't want to. I'm worried about the baby. And the second one, I just get one of those moments where Sugar stops smiling and gets like laser focused on something, and all the affability drops away. And she was like, I think she was trying to insult me earlier. Okay. And I take the sword and I shove it down her throat. And she's about to cast something else, I assume. And then it goes, okay. All done.
And this body of this old withered hag falls to the floor in a heap, and then it disintegrates into dust and moss and leaves and bits of rotting bark, as it just is a pile on the floor. And there's this silence for a moment. Even the newborn has stopped crying at this point, and Relg is holding it, and he says, thank you. I don't know what that thing was, why she wanted to come after our child, but you're okay, aren't you? Oh, I'm getting my blood all over the baby here. And he hands the baby to the half orc and says, does anybody have a bandage? Oh, I'm feeling a little woozy.
Oh, you
No.
just sit down. You've done enough. You did a very good job.
He plunks down, looking a little winded and woozy. Rylan, as you recover, you do notice that the as he hands the baby over to the woman, the half-orc. You notice the back of this baby is covered in what looks like inked on markings, something that you would normally see on an adult, like a tattoo of some sort.
That's a tattoo. Why is your baby tattooed?
And the
Isn't
woman
that
holding
how
it
babies
says,
come out?
Maybe.
"No, of course not. Why would a baby have a tattoo?" And she turns the child over as just like, "Oh, what is that?"
It's a tattoo.
Rylan, you're an expert in all things magical. Why don't you go take a look?
All right. I guess.
Alright.
I take a look at this baby, like grossly sort of
Yeah.
inspect
Are
it. with
you are you inspecting it magically or expecting it physically? What are you
I
looking
have
at?
the wand which allows me to cast detect magic 3 times a day, so I will kind of do a little sort of pulse around the child. It's perfectly safe, I think.
Oh my god. It's like magic
I think we can
radiation.
trust you. I think we can trust you at this point. You cast detect magic. Not magical.
Ooh, that's perhaps more worrying than it being There's no magic here. It's looks like it's been inked on, like with a hand and ink.
Gross.
The woman
Huh.
says, there are tales, there's portents that can happen with newborn children in my clan. This is why we were trying to get back to my mother's before I gave birth, that sometimes they come with signs from our elders and our gods that have passed along. This might be one of those. And she looks again, she says, this looks like a map to my home village. And she looks back at the little child and she says, This is auspicious. This is an amazing day. Thank you. I don't know if I would have survived without you bringing the midwife and with what that thing was.
It's
So
got a
thank
weird
you.
baby.
I will take weird over
Congratulations.
normal. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was your names?
That's Rylan Adelard. I am Sugar Adelard. And this is Nyla of the trees. Your dad's a tree. Is your last name Tree? Nyla Tree.
Yes.
Okay. She looks over at Relg and the
Question:
two of
What
them.
is your last name?
No one knows.
Tree.
Relg says, "Well, we were trying to think of a name for our little one. We should name her after one of you, as thank you for this day."
Not name it after me. I don't want to be
You
associated.
could name it. Well, I want to include Nyla, but you could call it Ada, like part of our last name. You could call it Ada Tree. Ada Tree.
It's not a name, Sugar, and also the Adelard family name must be protected.
That's why I cut it in half, like I cut the hag in half. Did you see?
You could call it Adelaide. Addie.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Not that I have any wish to ever name another child. I say as I look towards now.
Some weird
I was just
anxiety
like
here.
taken back to like, what? What do you mean name another child?
Oh my goodness,
Exactly.
something weird. This is weird.
Yeah. She's holding the child and she says, "It is Adelaide. Yeah. That's a nice name. And Nylade? Nylade? Is that for all of you?"
Yep,
It's
that's a
not-
good one.
It's
A
okay,
little
one day I'll be
Nylade.
Nylade.
Yes. Your deeds here will be honored in little Nylade. How
Oh,
would you
boy.
spell that? I will figure it out later. We'll work on that
Oh,
later. Shayla stands up. She's kind of wiping her hands on a towel. She reaches into her satchel and pulls out a bunch of cigars and says, "And now it's the time where we celebrate, everybody. Yay, cigars. They're clove, don't worry." She's
Oh.
holding out cigars.
I don't think I want to have any more of the smoke.
Are they good
She hands you a
cigars?
cigar anyway. Clove cigars. It's great. It's really calms the nerves. Everything is calming, man. She hands out. Rel kind of takes one like half-handedly and then just puts it in his pocket.
I've had
Okay,
enough
Mike.
calm today.
Just might save this. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, my work here is done. This was great. This is amazing. I'll send you my bill later. We'll make sure that everything is taken care of. But I'm sure it'll be fine. And hey, thanks for the horns, man. She starts to wander off and back outside. The innkeeper comes over with some more fresh towels and hands you some tea and says, I don't know if you want to actually smoke anything that she offers. She's a really good midwife. She's a real. Otherwise, she's very.
Yes,
Uh.
I'm starting to come out of the effects of that smoke.
Yeah, both.
There's
Yeah, both of you are starting to the attack, the baby, everything has kind of sobered you up, and you're no
I think
longer.
when he fainted, he just like.
Did
Yeah,
did the
Nyla, the
hag
same
leave,
thing. You're feeling a little better.
Did the hag leave anything behind? Is it just like robes, or is her body still there?
Roll an investigation check.
Oh, I'm so bad at it. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, here we go. Embrace it. Okay, good luck. Whee! Ooh, 15. That's pretty
Body's
good for me.
for a straight roll. Body is
Yeah.
completely gone. All that's left is bits of moss and leaves, but the clothing that she was wearing is there. And as you rummage through her clothing, most of what you find is junk or disgusting, but you do pull out a small pouch that has a couple gold pieces in it. It looks like it's got 6 gold and a tiny little green gem. It looks like an emerald of some sort. And whenever Nyla speaks, her voice comes out of that gem.
Well, she's not talking right now, so.
Babies.
Nyla, say
Found
something.
the jewel.
What?
Ah!
What? It's like this weird,
Terrifying.
very close by echo.
I want to keep this so I can
You
always
want-
hear your beautiful voice.
So you can
It's
listen
like a-
into our conversations?
No,
It's like a magical
definitely.
baby monitor.
Yeah. So, Nyla's your baby. I understand now.
I wouldn't say
I
that.
am.
That's what I said. I know you wouldn't. I said it.
Nyla gives Rylan like a weird look, like,
Well, would want to stick it somewhere. Maybe I'll get
The
Now
innkeeper
back.
started
Now
to
back.
clean up the mess. The couple with their baby are now kind of snuggled up next to the fire. It seems like everything has calmed down. What would you like to do? You still have some friends upstairs.
that's true.
I would like a little rest, maybe.
I would like such a rest. But we should go check on them. We should go check on them.
Well, we can
Right,
go.
ma-
There are beds up there, so we could sleep there.
Yeah, I mean, we've only been gone like half an
An
hour.
hour.
an
Yeah.
hour.
It's been a very busy
We
hour,
can't-
guys.
We just woke up and you want to sleep again?
Some of us get up close and
I mean,
personal things.
I died, Nyla.
I also
Little bit of
died.
slack.
Yeah, but he's he's very frail sometimes. He needs to be taken care
Well,
of.
it's not so much that I need to sleep as that I'd like to get back some of my spells that I expended on murdering an old baby.
No, yes, that was very good. You called lightning down. That was
Yes.
cool.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I could teach you how to do that as well if you had traveled with me for longer. Perhaps you see, Ziomedes, he's a paladin as well, but he's very boring. Doesn't know many interesting things. I, on the other hand, happen to have a wealth of incredibly useful information on particularly how to murder other people, which I think you would find invaluable. And I would only consider teaching this to someone such as yourself, being a sibling.
I mean, Rylan's already taught me a lot about murdering.
This
From the top of
sounds
the stairs,
complicated.
you hear a familiar old voice of Zunde as she calls out, "Oh yes, all of the best adventures eventually have to murder bad people. That's one of the reasons you are all so good at this."
Oh.
That's correct.
Hi.
Hello, old
That was
lady.
fun to watch.
Yeah, you
You-
saw it? I just went like,
Oh yeah, it was super cool.
You're always
And the
watching, aren't you?
thing with the
old lady?
sword. Yeah.
You're not a
No,
hag,
you're
are
a-
you?
No. No, that whole lifestyle never appealed to me. Plus the evil thing. I mean, who likes
It-
being evil?
It is a lifestyle choice, not for everyone.
No,
She also
definitely
is not
not for
trying
me.
to eat you.
True.
right now.
No. You are not crunchy or ready for meals. I would much rather have something else. I don't like eating people. You get stuck in your teeth. Come
Oh.
upstairs. I think your friends are waking up. And she kind of
Right.
trundles back up the stairs grinning. Like she just made a joke.
Oh boy. She's an
did.
acquired taste. Huh.
Mhm.
Huh. 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 Because we were talking about eating people. Okay.
I
Don't get it.
Up
yes.
the stairs.
All right, you guys head up the stairs and you see that I've just made that window go away. Shoot. There we go.
Bye.
I lost you all for a second. You head back
Yeah.
upstairs. You can see Ziomedes and Trinkle are still, they're still asleep in their beds. They still seem perfectly fine, but you see that they seem to be starting to awaken. You think that they're moving about. Ziomedes has actually stopped snoring, and you think that they
Oh,
might
thank
actually be coming to consciousness soon. And Zunde says, "Oh yes, your friends have been fine. I think all of the noise from downstairs is finally gonna wake them up. And I've made some coffee for them. And as soon as we get the okay from them, I've got some stuff for you. Hold on a second." She reaches into her the coat that she's wearing. She's wearing this long blue and silver coat that is rather form-fitting. She reaches in kind of on the side and pulls out a jug that seems to be larger than could have fit in a pocket, and holds it out and says, "I figured, there wasn't going to be much in the way of an actual reward for helping the fine people downstairs with their baby and the hag thing and everything. So I wanted to send you on your way with all the fun things that I have for you to do. There were a couple things I think you needed. So here," and she holds out the jug.
Who's
I
gonna?
Oh,
like
no one wants.
job. So this is good.
It's a jug.
Sugar. Yeah. It's not huge. It's about this size, this big. She goes, "Oh, that's a magic jug, and so you speak into it once at the beginning of the day, and it'll make stuff for you, water and oil and mayonnaise. Definitely make the mayonnaise. The mayonnaise, lots of fun, but mostly water." And then she reaches
I do
into
like
the other
mayonnaise.
side.
Mhm.
Mayonnaise,
We don't need
absolutely.
it.
How are you supposed to make a good potato salad without any mayonnaise?
That's a
Really
very
It's in
good
a
point.
jug of mayonnaise.
So is
Lots
that
of
Nida?
mayonnaise.
We don't need a jug of mayonnaise.
You want
Well,
beer?
makes other things too.
Can it make a
You
jug
guys
of
want
babies?
beer?
I mean,
It-
this is like Nyla and Rylan have gone to the department store, and Rylan really wants to get a thing. She's like, "We don't need that. I know we don't need it, but I want it. Just think of all the
Wait,
mayonnaise I could make. This will change everything for us."
Do you want to hold on
What
to
is the
this?
mayonnaise? do?
Do you want the jug? You can fill it with whatever. You need a present. Here,
Thank you.
take it.
I deserve
welcome.
this. I do.
You do.
Why don't,
You
why
did
don't
a
you try
good
to speak
job.
into it now and see what it makes?
All right.
Make beer. Don't make mayonnaise. Make beer.
Okay. Fine. As much as I dislike the taste, I
Wait,
will.
you want something you like wine? What do you like?
Wine.
Like whiskey? Wine. Okay.
Rylan will can it make wine?
Yeah, you speak, so you say wine into the jug.
Wine. I say it.
You hear sloshing at the bottom of this jug that you could have sworn was empty when Sugar handed it to you. Now you look in and you can very clearly see. What kind of wine would you like?
Oh, Rylan is a Merlot kind of guy.
It smells like a sweet Merlot.
Oh, yeah. Gross
It will make
IRL, but yeah,
An entire
Yeah.
gallon. It'll take an entire gallon of wine is now at your disposal.
It takes
I
like
can't
3
be
glasses
careful,
of
don't
good
be-
tasting wine to make Merlot taste good. So.
Oh,
Ryan loves it.
it's not top shelf. It's not amazing, but it's
Right.
good. It's like a solid table wine. It's really good.
Sure. Okay, I've like decanter into some nearby glasses in the bar
I guess
and hand one out to everyone.
we can
Absolutely.
drink this until they wake up.
This will balance the coffee.
Will it?
Yes, always mix your uppers and downers.
Yeah.
I think you did that earlier with your friend that you brought with the herbalism stuff. But who am I to judge? You did just get into a big fight, so maybe some wine is good. Day drinking, hey, and
Day
she'll
drinking!
take a glass.
Keeps you in business, old lady. I offer a glass to the mother. You can drink now.
Oh, you head back downstairs and
Yeah.
hand her. The half orc grabs the glass and goes, "Nah, I'd prefer a white, but thanks."
Fine.
Mm.
He walks back upstairs. Like he's been looking for any excuse to use his new gadget. He's he's got it taken it home from the department store.
Nyla like downs her wine and she's like, I'll take another.
All right.
Yeah. It will make a gallon over the course of a day. So you have a gallon. You've basically got box wine out of a jug.
Amazing.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Zende reaches into the other side of her coat and pulls out a towel, kind of a small bath towel, not huge, but looks very fluffy, white, and then goes, I had a couple more at these, hold on, and then proceeds to pull out 5 of them and passes them out to you and says, now, one of these is for each of your friends and one of these is for each of you because you should always have a towel. And she gives you a big fluffy bath towel.
Thank you, old woman.
Yes.
I
And she said, now this is magic and it will self-clean and repair itself because you guys are you get into a lot of trouble and everyone needs a towel sometimes. So keep this handy and you'll never get into more trouble than can't be cleaned with a towel.
I
Not
put
sure
it
what
over
kind of
the,
trouble you're
the
expecting, but
scratches.
thank you.
I put it over the huge talon marks in my back.
It will soak up any leftover blood and I'll send you the specifics, but yeah, basically
Delicious.
once a day it will self-clean and self-repair and you have a clean towel. And she says, and I could change the color for you if you'd like a different color.
Pink.
She grabs your towel and stuffs it back in her coat and then reaches into the other side of her coat and pulls out a pink one.
Sweet.
And remember, the other 2 are for the other 2 when they wake up. But
Yes.
yeah. So does this sound good? Does it sound like a good working relationship?
This is okay, old woman. We do things that suit us, kill bad people or people, and then you give us things that are magical.
I would
this could
prefer if you
definitely work
stick
for
to
me.
the killing of the bad people. If you kill good people or just people, it's not very helpful.
Well, I haven't signed anything, so
Well,
Do
no,
you have
but
an NDA?
no, nothing that specific. I
well
could
then.
draft up a contract, but my lawyers are in another dimension.
Oh.
I mean, with Rylan, he can't really control who he kills.
What?
Well, but that's one of the challenges of this whole thing. If you guys are going to be fate changers, then you have to try.
I'll
Oh.
tell you what. I will give it a go, and only if they're exceedingly annoying or in my way, in terms of getting towards bad people.
How about you
We'll work
try
on
not to
it.
kill them outright? Maybe just move them physically.
Yes, I like that. The maiming and less slaughtering.
Yeah, work on the less slaughter. I think that is a good interim goal, and we'll have a meeting in about 3 months, and we'll analyze and see whether you've met that goal, and then we'll establish
Right.
some new working goals.
Okay.
Get you from the slaughter of everybody to the slaughter of not so many people. How about that?
Give
That
it a
sounds
go. Why
good.
not? If the towels keep coming, I'll stop killing.
Oh, if all it takes is towels, and she starts pulling out towels.
I
She pulls out
really
red
regret
ones.
saying
She pulls out blue ones. She got a green one. In about 3 seconds, you now have a pile of about 20 of these towels on the floor, all of them in various colors. Some of them have patterns. As she's doing this, she looks over at Nyla and says, If I'd known it would only take towels, I would have showered you with towels right away. This is exciting. But I'm assuming
Please
you'll
don't
be able to
shower
help
me.
with him, right?
What? Help?
You-
Sometimes.
Yeah.
He listens occasionally.
Sorry?
What?
She
No,
hands
he'll listen.
Nyla a handful of towels and says, hand these out judiciously like candy. Hands you a small stack of
Okay.
towels.
Towel Ryder becomes house trained.
Towels. I wasn't quite expecting the towels to be the thing, but sure.
Classically conditioned with towels.
All right.
And
Well,
within
yes.
moments after this happens, you see that Trinkle and Xiomedes have started to come to consciousness. They are looking. You imagine they're looking a lot like what you guys looked about an hour ago when you woke up, a little confused, a little distracted, but you now have plenty of wine and towels and leftover coffee and a little bit of a story to tell them and see whether they're at all interested. And we'll stop there. As next time, we'll see if they're at all interested in, and Zende will start sending you off on adventures.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. Well, my friends, that's what we're going to end tonight's episode of Monthly Modules. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this first episode here on the season. I certainly think it was awesome fun. I loved all the maps, and I feel all the production stuff worked out well, and you guys are enjoying the show here today. Stick around. Whilst this show may be finishing, we're heading straight into our next game, Atomic Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu, set in 1950s apocalypse. So get ready, stay tuned for that. But let's go around the cast and crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? Where can we find you guys online? Let's start with Obo Crazy. Great job tonight.
Thank you. I had a blast. It was tons of fun. You should definitely stick around and watch the next show because I believe my fellow Dungeon Drunks player Jules is going to be showing up on that show, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Dungeon Drunks is taking over Encounter Roleplay. And if you don't know what
That's
Dungeon
it.
Drunks is, then you should check out my podcast. I'm the DM for Dungeon Drunks, which is a weekly podcast that actually comes out on Mondays. So literally Monday is just Dungeon Drunks Day. We are a 5th edition podcast we've been playing for a couple of years now. We're going to be releasing our Podcast of Foes episode very shortly. If you don't know what that is, about 20 podcasts got together. We got the Tome of Foes a little early, and so there's going to be a whole bunch of podcasts putting out episodes based on the Tome of Foes on the Dungeon Delve feed and then our own podcast. So go to dungeondrunks.com or check us out on Twitter at Dungeon Drunks if you'd like to know more. I'm also showing up on Saturdays on the Dungeons and Dragons Twitter, which is, or Twitch, which is twitch.tv/DND. And I am currently playing Salandis Makor, the cleric of Bahamut, actually. And she is desperately trying to keep these random people that she's just met alive. We've got a couple of episodes of that have come in right at the end of the season. And hey, if you happen to be in the Seattle area, I'm a professional oboist and I'm an English horn, and I'm playing Cinderella with the Tacoma City Ballet, and in a couple weeks I've got Lake Washington Symphony, and I will play for you. I'm a union musician. Check my rates. But this has been a ton of fun, and I can't wait for next week.
Thanks so much, Obu. Great job tonight. It was so much fun, and I can't wait to play the next episode. I'm excited for the full cast to be with us next week as well, so we can have the full experience. But this was definitely fun.
Absolutely.
Sam, same questions for you.
Well, tonight was super fun. I liked playing Nyla High. That was an experience. And I also loved how scared Rylan got of babies. That was so good. You can find me on Twitter at Harley's Emery. I put it in the chat, and yeah, I'm excited for
Great
next
stuff.
week having everybody back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And last but not least, Lauren.
Yes, I had so much fun. I'm super happy to be back playing again. Really excited about that. So I'm here every Monday, and you can find me on Twitter at thatsaltyginger, where I post about film stuff. One of my films is showing at Gen Con, which I'm going to with like a bunch of people that I know through Encounter Roleplay as well. So that's going to be exciting. And the other thing that I do mostly nowadays is play Pulp Cthulhu with Greg, Grimjack21502. We play Sunday nights at 7 Eastern daylight, whatever, Eastern time on his channel, and we battle Nazis and eldritch monsters, and it's loads of fun. So you should check that out.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for watching. Another thank you to our sponsors, Fantasy Grounds. We had a great use of Bapstone. A lot of fun playing with them. Thank you again to D&Dice.co.uk for sponsoring the show. Go over to the website, check them out, 5% off and Encounter Roleplay. And, of course, check out the giveaway that's still going on at the moment, the Platinum Dice giveaway going on there. And, of course, check out Whaling Games.co.uk for all of your miniature needs. But thank you guys for watching. We're going to head into the next show here in a few minutes' time. Until then, try not to roll too many nat ones because we want to be here laughing when you do. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
You guys are out.